This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me, Mark? Yeah? Hello, welcome, everybody, to That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Sam.
And Lionel, who's currently not here right now, but he will be. I just want to say thank you for joining us. This is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! I always mess up the intro.
You do, bro. Do better.
I try. I do try. Stop putting so much pressure on me, bro.
Listen, you put pressure on yourself, man.
Because I make diamonds.
Okay.
With my thighs. All right. Yo, so, listen, to everybody, it is episode 125. And with that being said, we do have a special guest. This guy is one of my personal favorite content creators. He's an excellent conversationalist that breaks down certain aspects of characters or shows that make you see things from a different lens. He also produced an ebook that is available for purchase on how to become a viral content creator. He's talented, he's legit, and you know you're doing right when people start stealing your content and don't credit you. So, welcome to the big leagues, to my boy, Chris. Welcome, brother. It's an honor to have you. Please tell the people everything about you that I did not mention already. Oh, man.
I think you hit everything on the mark. Like, I wasn't expecting an ebook plug, but I really appreciate that.
Count that.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's cheap.
Yo, it's like a #1 bestseller in New York Times, yo.
Right.
He
right.
helped save a child from a fire.
Facts.
Yo, crazy.
I was there.
Yo, he helped me. It was my child.
Yeah. How is she?
She's great, man. Ever since you came into her life, she just wants to be a better person. So thank you, bro.
Good. But jokes aside, I really appreciate you guys having me here. Fan of the show, a big fan. I love the takes, and I feel like, yeah, you said this before we went live. This has been a long time coming, so like I'm glad I'm here. Anything that you said, I think you hit everything on the mark. I make skits. I've been doing that since 2017, mainly about video games. Recently, it's been more about anime. I've been saying a lot of. People say it's wild, but it just makes common sense to me. So like, Sakura is not trash or useless. Rock Lee's trash in my eyes. That's it. That's it. That's it.
You sure about that?
The first ninja to tear his
about
ACL. The first ninja to tear his ACL. I have never seen anything like that. 𝐴 should have died. That's all I'm saying.
Lawrence is
Bobby said
greatly
it as a
offended,
joke.
bro.
I kind of mean it, but
Lawrence's favorite character is Rock Lee and Naruto.
Yeah.
No.
He'll never admit it.
And never.
But it's true.
Don't listen to him.
nah, it's cool. Like he's like, I say it as a joke.
No, you
but
don't gotta
people...
defend him. No, you don't.
No. I'm
Don't
saying
listen
like
to them. I don't like Rock Lee.
it's cool if you do. I like Rock Lee a little
I
bit,
don't.
but like
I don't.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's
I've never
why.
had a favorite character in Naruto. I didn't like Naruto.
okay, all right, got you.
Yeah. Don't listen to that.
Are you a Knicks fan?
I am.
I like the Knicks.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You remember Jeremy Lin?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Rock Lee. That's basically
That's
the
so
Linsanity was
mean.
that.
The Linsanity.
The Lee sanity.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think that covers everything about me. Like, yeah, I do make skits. I have a lot of them. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I can't even like put myself in a box and tell you what I do, but it's just that. So check out the channel, Chris Dillon, CHRISDLLN. Almost forgot how to spell my name. And yeah, you'll find something you like. I guarantee that.
Yeah. Well, for everybody that wants to follow Chris, I basically went into investigator mode and found every link I could. So if you look in the video description, you will be able to click any of the links and find him on all things. And also, you've been streaming some gameplay on YouTube.
Yeah, because you guys actually, because we had a conversation where you were telling me about the shorts that you would upload, then you would stream on YouTube, and then like I see you do the multi-stream. So I was like, oh, instead of doing Twitch, let me just do YouTube. And I've been doing that because of you guys. So thank you.
No, thank you, man.
Awesome.
So for everybody that's a fan of Chris, listen, you're gonna be a bigger fan. So thank you for coming, brother. We're gonna have a great chapter review, guys. As you all know, we're gonna be reviewing One Piece chapter 1097. It officially came out on Sunday with the official translations. It did not come out on Wednesday or Tuesday or Monday. So if you feel like we're a little bit late, that's not true to all the newcomers watching for the first time. If it is your first time, I know a lot of people come here for phone calls. You guys want to call up. We get to that part of the episode with like the last hour or the last half hour, depending on how much time we take on the chapter. So if you want to call up, you will have the time to do so, I promise you. And you can also talk to Chris because he'll be able to hear the phone calls and you'll be able to ask him questions as well. That's pretty cool since he's probably never done that before, right, Chris?
Nope.
You never talked on the phone? No.
Like a radio call in? Nah.
Yeah. So it'll be a pretty good experience if, you know, Chris, your fans are out there and they want to talk to you. Also, for people that haven't joined our Discord already, it is available to be joined. If you want to, please do so. To all the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and people who are watching around the world, I just want to say thank you for joining today. It's going to be a very fun episode, I could already tell. And if you haven't liked the video, please like the video. You don't always have to super chat, just because it's not needed most times. But if you want to, it's very appreciated. But hitting that like button does wonders for our channel. Also, finally for the super chats, I just want to say thank you beforehand for sending them. Thank you for becoming a member. And just so you know, we're going to get to super chats, but we're going to do it organically. So please just be patient with us. We are going to hit every single one. We're just going to do it when we can, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to read your stuff. So even though it might take like 20 minutes because me and Sebastian are going at each other's necks, you're just going to have to wait until we're finished and then we'll get to it. Okay? So I think I'm done laying the groundwork for this episode. But other than that, Seb, let's say hi to the people in chat and read some super chats.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people in chat. Thank you guys for being here. Please like the stream if you haven't already. I see Procumbent in the chat. Trev, Jamal D, Red-Haired Shankdom, Diego Keys, 𝐼𝐻𝑎S, a Raptor, Claw, Mary Senpai, Michael Tyler, Young Lou, Zach, Stacy, Goku2241, Key, King Cagney, Trijim, just so many of y'all. Twilight Straw Hat, Kushroll Jenkins, Zach Patterson, so many of y'all in here. Sosa, they really love that Linsanity joke, man. They love that Linsanity. People seem to agree with you. I put a poll up. They said, yeah, Rock Lee's just Jeremy Lin. I don't even know that we have that many cross-reference fans between Naruto and basketball, but you win the poll, bro. You win the poll.
Good.
Man.
Good.
We do have a couple super chats sitting. First one being a 18-month membership to Yonko status. That is our highest tier of membership from Twilight Straw Hat. It says, much love as always to y'all goats. Giving me something to look forward to every week. Hashtag Larry has good takes. Hashtag Sims for Seb. Hashtag Lawrence D. Dilf. Hashtag CGI Crisp Lionel. Hashtag Marv the Goat. Y'all keep killing it. With the heart. Thank you so much, Twilight.
Bro.
I got another 3-month membership to Nakama status from Young Lou. It says, love to all the Nakama and my TOPT family. Thank you so much,
thank you,
Young Lou.
Appreciate you.
We got another.
Yeah, don't forget to like it, though.
Oh, you're right.
Just so you can keep track.
I can't like the.
No, I'm just saying.
I got you, bro. We got another 10 from Grant Z. It says, yo, boys, it's Grant again. RTN on Discord. One of y'all liked my top 5 arc TikTok 2 days ago, and now I gotta know your guys' personal top 5 arcs. Love the show and the takes. Hashtag Larry don't miss. Hashtag we want Marv. I'll pass it to you, Chris. What are your top 5 arcs in One Piece, man?
In One Piece?
Yeah.
Damn, 5.
Yeah, 5 is a lot, bro.
Yeah, I will say that I have a new appreciation for Romance Dawn. I'll have that. Impel Down.
Okay.
The arc that we're in right now,
Okay.
Egghead.
and
Yeah.
Egghead. I got 2 more. Damn. Water 7.
Okay.
And for the last one, I'll put the War. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you was really about to go through that whole 5 without saying either of those 2 right there. I was about to be shocked.
Water 7.
Yeah, Water 7 and Marine Ford. I feel like that's consistently in
Ford.
everybody's top 5.
Yeah, because I remember where I was when I was reading through it and like binging it, so like it left a good impact on me. But I have to put Romance Dawn as like that might be my favorite now that I'm like really thinking about it. It's just, it has a special place in my heart. People say One Piece gets good at like episode 100 and something. I was like, nah, I wholeheartedly disagree. It's Romance Dawn is One Piece, like it's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
You
we
guys-
don't. I mean, I don't know if we have a lot of time.
Yeah,
for
we
all that, so.
listen. I
Grant.
appreciate the question, but like the question is just too it's too heavy.
Just know Marine Ford and then Water 7 gonna mean everybody's.
But Chris's list was pretty good.
yeah, I don't know about Romance Dawn, but I feel you. We got another 5 from Anthony Herrera. It says, "What's good, gang gang? Super excited for this awesome episode of TOPT. Congratulations on 70K. Y'all deserve it. Much love from Udon." With the Udon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we did reach 70K. That's thanks to y'all subscribing. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, thank you for just supporting us. 70K is a big deal. I know a lot of people are excited for us reaching 100K subs on YouTube, but to be honest, I want people to realize like a number is just a number. It's more about the journey than the destination. So I think we hit 100K when we first started our first episode, and I truly believe that. So just meeting everybody, touching everybody, even meeting some of our favorite content creators like Chris.
Yeah, man.
I don't think reaching 100K necessarily means that we're more special or anything like that. I just think that, you know, it's always just been how we do things. So thank you for being a part of this.
Yeah. We got another 2-month membership to Nakama status from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, "Looking forward to some wild theories with the Nakama fist bump." So thank you so much, Mahmoud.
Wait till the reader request.
We got another 10 from Grant C. It says, "Forgot to show love to Chris with my earlier chat." So shout out to you, Chris.
Aw.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Y'all should also try to collab with Saiga Runner. He said he would check you guys out on his stream the other day when I talked to him. I mean, we're pretty open to collabs as long as the vibe is right.
Yeah, as long as the vibe is right. Usually we're fans of content creators and then we collab with them. Obviously, Chris here.
Yeah.
And I've said it like a couple times already. But usually it's up to the fans to tell those people and then they reach out. I'm really not the type to like reach out too much unless I already have a relationship with them. So
Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to check Saiga Runner out. I'm not too familiar with
yeah, he's
the
pretty
content.
popular on TikTok.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got another 5 from Alex Vargas. It says, "How different will Luffy's journey/life be if instead of eating the Gomu Gomu as a child, he instead trains in Haki with Garp? Hashtag Dofi Gang. Hashtag Lionel D. Late."
That's a good one. But that just goes into, all right, if he's training with Garp on Haki, is he a Marine then?
That was my thing. Is he a Marine? That's the biggest question to me.
Yeah, because
Like, if he's a Marine, that's a whole different conversation. That's a different
Yeah.
character entirely.
But honestly, I would like it. Not say like it better. It would be a different Luffy because that part of Luffy's personality is his recklessness, and I think Luffy plays into that recklessness because he knows he can't get hurt really, you know. But now he would have to be more cautious because it legit mean he's gonna either get heavily hurt from it or probably pass or whatever. And now he would have to be stronger. And then also goes into like what we find out, he wouldn't be Nika in a way because it's the fruit. So it would change the story a lot.
Man, F all that, bro. He'd be stronger. Straight up. Haki over everything, bro. You heard it from Kaido's mouth himself, bro. Roger ain't have a devil fruit, but Whitebeard did. He wasn't Pirate King.
I don't think the question was.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
care,
Yeah.
bro. I don't care.
I didn't even play into
I
that
don't
either.
care,
I was
bro.
going to the storyline.
But I mean,
The only thing we would have to worry about if Luffy would be a coward because he would follow in Garp's footsteps, and we know that wouldn't be true.
Here we go. So the question was, how much different would his journey be?
thank you, Chris.
So I think that his journey pretty much will be the same. I think we would see a more intentional Luffy where, just like Lawrence said, like a lot of his recklessness is due to the fact that he has that devil fruit. So he would be more careful because Ace went out to sea. He didn't have a devil fruit. Sabo been doing what Sabo been doing without a devil fruit. I don't think Luffy is that much different from them. So I think he will be more aware. He has to be more aware.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. I don't really have a take. So we had another form of membership to Nakama status from Anthony Herrera. It says Black Zoro going crazy. LOL. Probably a reference to the sticker I have on the back of my laptop now. Had to cover up the logo that was there before. My fault. Took me too long.
Yeah, let's do like 3 more, and then we're gonna hit the chapter.
Yeah, we got another 2 from Procumbent. It says, what Vegapunk would you be? Hashtag Hoochie Daddy Seb. I would be York.
Pause.
Man, you just gonna betray everyone?
Listen, I'm
That's
about me,
crazy.
bro. And I like to eat, and I'm lazy.
Foreshadow.
Yo, but York got cake and you don't, bro.
Yo, listen, I will be eating more.
You're Pythagoras, bro.
I'm Pythagoras?
Yeah.
I'm York, bro.
For sure.
Vegapunks?
What would I be, bro? I have no idea.
You the one that got sniped, bro. Lawrence?
I'm Shaka.
I'm the original. What you mean, bro?
Yo, every time, bro.
Okay,
Yo, this is Lawrence to a T, bro. To a T. Which Vegapunk is like that? That's the one, bro.
Lilith.
Lilith. Lawrence is Lilith,
Yeah,
yo.
you're Lilith, bro.
Chris?
Probably Edison.
Lilith or Shaka. One of the two.
Yeah, he'd be Shaka.
Yeah, I can't both be Shaka, bro.
Shaka. From the
All right, anyway, next.
Whatever. He said Shaka from the
You remember that?
Yeah. We got another $28 from the Irishman. It says, like the stream. Take his advice. Like the stream, y'all. Thank you so
bro.
much, Irishman. Another 5 from Pat Flan29. It says, Rock Lee should have passed instead of Neji. His passing being the catalyst for Guy opening 8th gate would have hit harder. Guy should have passed, in my opinion.
What?
I actually, I don't want to say I'm a Neji fan, so
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
biased.
say you-
I'm biased.
I don't think it's about being biased because you're a Neji fan. Neji could have seen something coming. And then he could have just rotated.
No, so
You know what I'm saying? The fact that like he has both of those things in his arsenal and still got hit and couldn't deflect it. That's where the problem is.
So this is the actual problem.
But what it was needed for was it was needed for Naruto to feel guilt so Hinata could step up and
Right.
like put him on the straight path.
Right.
You can't get that from Rock Lee.
Listen, before Neji passed, I had told y'all, yo, when Neji passes, let me know so I can read it and I'm dropping, for real. Because I knew it was coming. Because I identified that Neji was the only character that could touch Lee, Tenten, Guy, Naruto, Hinata, etc. That many people. Lee's passing only really touches Guy. Right? It'll touch us as a community, but it doesn't move Naruto. You know what I'm saying? He said, what you mean us? I didn't know you was a Lee hater, Chris. It's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have my own thoughts about that whole thing. It should have been the uncle. Neji's uncle.
That's not touching nobody, though. Nobody would have cared.
No, but I feel like that would put Neji in a position to be the leader of the Hyuga clan, and I feel like that's more needed than anything than to.
Yo, Chris is right, because it could have been profound.
It should have been
Yeah.
Hinata's
No,
little sister, bro.
That's wild. It could have been profound because it would have been the head of the village
Take her out,
sacrificing himself for one of the side clan members.
bro.
Like, nah,
She-
that could have been. Yeah,
She
that
a
could've been
future
impactful.
prodigy coming up, trying to take Hinata's spot.
mean,
Neji got to feel the guilt of not protecting the clan that he has to like reform. Still gives motive for Hinata to just go off on Naruto. Naruto sees a dead child on his field. Bro, it would have been great.
Stop saying the D word, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
Was Neji's dad and uncle still alive?
Nah,
His dad was gone. His uncle was still alive.
his uncle was still alive.
Uncle's
Nobody
still
care about
alive.
his uncle, bro.
Nah, but Chris's point is about what it could have meant for Neji as a character. If he's still going to be alive, he could take that role.
It would have just been better if it was Hinata's sister, bro.
You're wildin'. But I'll read one more super chat. Larry tweaking it.
I didn't think she was there.
Just add her there, bro.
Right?
I forgot.
Just be like,
what would she be doing there, bro?
I forgot Hinata had a
She was better
6-year-old.
than Hinata.
Chill out, bro. All right. We got another 10 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, Shanks conquers Haki being powerful enough to cause his own crew to collapse. Makes me wonder how many times he used it like that his mainstay crews are used to it. I
don't think that's it. I think, like they said, he had newcomers on his ship. They weren't used to that. It's probably never been used around them because he was just never in that position to do so.
Yeah,
right?
Shanks is in a position to protect people. Like, his crew has been highlighted to be his outer crew has been highlighted to be weak, right? So it's like he's willing to take on even the people that wouldn't be able to stand up to that kind of stuff because he's a righteous individual.
And his inner crew members happen to be the most even to his strength level out of all the Yonko crews. So naturally, they're not going to fall to that. Plus, you got to also think this is an admiral that he was doing that to, right? An admiral is going to take a little bit more than just...
a little more flexing.
Yeah, it's going to take a huge flex because admirals are admirals. They're nothing to joke around with. So I think people need to stop just diving into such semantics of that situation. Just see it for what it is, take it for what it is, and just move on.
It's the One Piece community, bro.
Yeah,
That's how we
they
do.
pay attention to it too much.
But
But yeah, all right, let's get into the chapter. And then, guys, we'll get back to super chats. If you're just joining, please like the video. But other than that, Chris, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Got the chapter up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, got it.
All right. So we have a reader request. It says Bartholomew Kuma catching salmon in a river by Takashi. Not only that, we have the title of the chapter, and it's just called Ginny. We see Kuma in the river slapping fish with his paw-paw power, and what looks like his childhood friends cheering him on. What did you guys think about the reader request? And we'll start with our special guest, Chris.
I mean, I thought it was cool. It's like just daily life, like them chilling. It's just, I really like these chapters focused on Kuma because we're seeing a different side of him, or not even a different side. We're seeing who he actually is, and this just adds to the chapter, in my opinion. It's a reader request too, so it's like the timing is okay. That's great.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about you, Lal? What do you think about this?
I didn't think much except for, unless he's like propelling or deflecting, or into like a fish barrel, he's like the worst fisher ever. Because I'm thinking like he can send them like flying because he took off the gloves, so now he's using his ability, and he just like trying. I don't know. Obviously, he's just like smacking them because he's used whatever. But unless you're like putting it into like, all right, you have all the fish here because you can just do that. I touch the fish, they're here. But then it's kind of pointless if you're not doing that and you're just sending them far away. Then you're never gonna eat. Like pretty much, why'd you take off your glove? That's all I thought of, really, and just them living normal life and, yeah.
All right. Seb?
I don't have much. I like a girl who could cook, so I like that Ginny on that. You know what I mean? on that stove.
On that grill?
On that grill. You feel me?
Getting down.
The fish's face made me laugh. I ain't gonna lie. Like he like, oh, what the? Because he's a regular fish. He's not used to devil fruit users and stuff. He just kind of doing his thing. But I always liked when devil fruit users use their abilities to do regular people stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about battling and fighting and over supremacy and all that. It's like, yo, you can use this ability to do something simple. And Kuma's like the focal point of that, I feel like, as an entire character. Like, it's not all about fighting. So that's cool. I agree with Chris. A lot of times I bypass these, chapter covers when they're reader requests like this. But when you can do it and it lines up and it fits into the chapter and it gives you a little bit more highlight, like, hey, we don't stay too long with them in this chapter. I mean, we do, but you get what I mean? Like, we're getting to see a little bit of their day-to-day life here, where if it was a random other chapter cover, we wouldn't have got that, right? So I think it ties in well. It was cool. Now, Chris, prepare for ignorance from Larry, because he's going to have something crazy.
Yeah, one last thing, I feel
chill
like
out?
you would see this in the anime.
Yeah.
Like, when this comes around, I feel like this is going to make the anime. Just like as an off scene, just to show, like, more of their daily lives.
You'd hope, bro. Anime be fumbling.
Yo, Marv, before you switch the camera to us, keep the camera on Sebastian and Lawrence. Did you switch it already? Damn it. I wanted Lawrence to go, Kage no Bunshin, and then you switch the camera and then Lionel's here. But anyway, never mind. Lionel, welcome, my brother. We just got onto the reader request. Everybody, Lionel's here.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Lionel.
Oh, Lionel, that's Chris. Chris, Lionel.
Nice to meet you.
This is Lawrence's twin. He just shook your hand invisibly. he shook your hand.
Okay.
All right. Seb, you went. Chris went. You went. You have any comments about the reader request?
Not really. I think you guys pretty much said everything that needed to be said.
You didn't even hear what Lionel. No,
All right. For me, one, Oda gotta stop the fishman hate. Wait, what's going on? Yo, why do fish always take the L?
Do these count?
Not a fishman.
Yeah, these don't count.
That's 𝗵𝐵𝐻 cousin, bro.
That's the- these don't count.
What's up with that, bro? Yeah. We gotta chill out, man. They always experiencing some type of terrorism to their people. That's all I'm saying. I had a theory from this chapter. I mean, from the reader request. Y'all might think it's a little off.
Of course you did.
Yo, I did, yo. It was pretty good, though. So, like, you remember Devon, the dude that looked like Sanji?
Yeah.
Pre-time skip? You remember, like, how they were riding fish and they were, like, the flying fish biker gang?
Yeah.
What if Kuma accidentally slapped the fish? Devon saw the fish flying through the air and was like, oh, snap, I need to create the flying fish gang.
Bro. One is Duval.
Oh, it's Duval. My bad, Duval. Yes, Duval.
I'm sure that they end up eating this fish. Unless Ginny's yelling at him. She might be, actually. I don't know.
It's like, put on your glove. I don't know
Yeah.
why you smacking the fish away.
Smacking me.
What?
You said-
See, I was thinking of something else. Y'all went crazy.
Come on,
Yo,
that cooking video you
Yeah, the cooking
smacking
video.
meat. That one.
yo,
man.
Chris, have you ever seen like the Key and Peele skit about the slap ass when they're the baseball game? Yeah, yo. So like, can Kuma ever truly like do a good game
With the glove on?
with
He
the
wears
glove
a
off?
glove,
With the
bro.
glove off, can he be like, yo, good game, yo?
Listen, man.
Nah, he can't.
Not even after like
Oh,
a revolution
man.
in the city. Like, all right, good job, y'all. Like, no.
He could repel someone like a centimeter away. He doesn't have to send them like, you know.
Now you just touching people for no reason.
Yeah, don't touch me.
I'm shocked you didn't make a sushi joke, bro. We going raw. Anyway.
Well,
Wow.
Guinea caked up. Very nice.
See that thigh gap?
Yeah, the thigh gap is great. All right, so I'm confused because like now we're seeing a younger Kuma, and he has like the bear ears. So are the bear ears made out of his hair, or is it like double ears now? Because we know he has ears like human ears. Does he have ears on top of his head?
Wait, when did we see he had human ears?
It's in the chapter.
Because I'm thinking, when we saw, he always had the bear ears.
The next page,
hold
bro.
up.
You got
Yeah.
Look at the last chapter.
He has 4 ears.
He has 4 ears. So I'm like, yo, is the ears just his hair,
I
like on
thought
top?
he got the ears. No, I'm tripping. That's just how his hair is, bro.
Is that his hair? Like, did he make that hair?
I think so,
If
because
he
when he
has
was
like no
young,
details, that's
because when he was young, he didn't have any hair. We didn't see any
Yeah.
weird ears on his foot.
But we saw it when Vegapunk and him were talking about the soul leaving the body. We saw the ears on top of his head. But then he had like regular ears. So I'm like, yo, does he have 4 ears? Because if so, then this dude is a mythical Zoan.
I don't know, bro.
Or he just really likes being a bear.
Yeah, bro. She started calling him. Yeah.
I'm your teddy bear.
Shorty started calling him a bear. He vibed with it, bro. He lean in.
Great
Oh,
listener.
man.
Great listener. He's just like, I could be.
Great. Listen.
Yo, Chris, you ever think he gets caught barehanded?
Come on, man.
Yo,
Come on, man.
I feel like
I'm done, bro.
they roast him a lot for things like that. So he has the Inuyasha thing going on where he has the 2 ears. I don't know where he got that from because I'm looking at a chapter before when he was a kid, and he's there's nothing there. It's crazy. What is that? Hold on.
It's just
why?
a hairstyle, y'all.
You know why?
This is One Piece. Y'all tweaking.
It,
No,
could,
it's
it
like-
could just be a hairstyle because
it-
like my friend was doing something like that recently.
Your friend is wild.
It's a pun.
No,
He's trying-
she has like a bun. Like she did it like intentionally to look like that, and you know I get it.
It's a pun, you know, because
That's mad cute.
I mean, he's trying to bear people's burdens, you know.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, bear the burdens of everyone.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I could barely stand it. All right.
Let's
get
get
through
juice all
this.
day.
Time to get grizzly.
For sure.
For sure.
All right, let's do
I hate y'all, bro.
let's do 3 more super chats and then let's go into the next part of the chat.
All right.
I don't even know if people are enjoying the episode. I can't see the YouTube live
We
chat.
got a Yonko status membership from 𝗧𝗎𝗪. Welcome to Yonko status as our highest tier of membership.
Yes,
Enjoy the
thank
emojis
you.
that come with
Appreciate
being
you.
Hey Yonko. We got another 5 from Pat Flynn. It says, P.S. Rock Lee is D Rose, not Linsanity. Injury ruined a very promising young career. How you feel about that, Chris?
Hey man, no, it's insanity.
Yeah, man. Rock Lee ain't put up no MVPs, bro.
Yeah.
We got another
Right.
5 from Zai. It says, hope y'all are having a good day. Curious on y'all's opinion on Shanks versus Blackbeard, because I'm debating that with people right now. Needs to happen. Shanks would totally body him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Chris?
Is it on screen or off screen? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Because the fact that he caught him lacking once,
12 plus
I
years
feel
ago.
like that says a lot. And off strength, yeah, Shanks from what we've seen, but I don't know. It's just something about Blackbeard. It's just hard to count him out of stuff now at this point.
I feel like
'Cause
off
he's
screen.
done the impossible.
I feel like off screen Shanks don't get the love that he used to, bro. Off screen
Yeah.
Shanks is like that.
Yeah, he don't get it.
He be clashing with Kaido and stuff. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, we got another 5 from Bama King. It says, been a minute listening on Spotify, but sub gang, hey Lair Bear.
Oh my god.
Actually have a question. Which of the Straw Hat Fleet members would betray the Straw Hats?
Sanji.
The Fleet member.
Yeah.
And Sanji.
He's part of the fleet, bro.
Shut up, shut up.
Sanji, bro.
Sanji loyal. is Crazy
Oh man,
loyal.
I don't think any of the fleets would
I can see Bartolomeo.
I was gonna say that too.
betraying.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you know what?
No.
No. Actually, you know where someone's like obsession turns into hate
Yeah.
because it's borderline like unstable.
Y'all being too negative, bro.
Nah.
I get what they're saying.
I'm
If,
saying,
like
like,
something happened specifically.
Yeah, all that love you have for that person
turns into.
turns into
But Luffy
animosity
would
and hate
never
for it.
cause that, right? Like
I don't think so. But,
Oh.
I mean, that's the only one I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
Cavendish, his whole shtick is finicky.
But
bro.
he's with honor though and everything. Like you saw,
He
how
fall asleep, he'll swing on a straw hat in 2 seconds.
You know, that's interesting because I wouldn't say betrayal, but my answer is Bartholomew, whatever his name is, because he did it in the actual chapter. Like he's gonna do something to get Luffy in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's like, imagine you a general and your foot soldier starts a war with somebody, and you didn't even want to try like go to war with them because now Shanks gotta pull up to wherever Bartolomeo was at and deal with it. So I feel like it's not. I don't think anybody would betray Luffy, but I think that would get him in certain situations where it could have been avoided.
I can feel that. And I can feel Luffy even lecturing him about it.
They not even a part of Luffy's crew. They're part of Usopp's crew, bro. That's Usopp's people, bro.
Just saying. We got another 5 from Red Hair Checkdom. It says, Lee never becoming a Jonin makes the Linsanity take way too real. Lin got paid. Lin got a bag.
He did get a
He ain't
bag.
get all-star.
Yeah, he
though.
did,
But
Yeah.
and you got a championship ring too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Lin said it. Jeremy Lin had a nice career.
Lin got a chip with
Broccoli.
who? Oh, the Raptors, right? Oh,
Yeah, he was
alright.
on the Raptor squad.
Yeah, I mean, Naruto won the war. He was part of it.
Yo, was Lee at the war?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's at the war.
He ain't make much noise, man.
He definitely didn't.
he was a role player for that one time.
He hit that one shot.
Yeah.
And one more, we got another 2 from Jimmy Reese. It says, first time here, I have an interesting theory to say. Call up or leave another super chat or let it be known in the chat. I'm sure people can engage, but thank you for being here.
Yeah, we got a
Thank
lot.
you.
Do one more, and then we're going to go straight back into it.
All right, we got another 5 from Jamal D. It says, y'all have grown so much since I was able to catch streams consistently. 100. Don't know half of these people in Discord anymore. Love to see it with a fist bump. Thank you
Yes,
so much,
thank
Jamal.
you so
Jamal
much.
is an OG, bro.
Yes,
That's way better.
OG. We definitely remember the first couple people in our Discord. Yeah, but if you haven't liked the video, guys, please like the video. If you haven't followed Chris yet, look in our video description. You can see all his links. All right, let's move on. So, all right, so Guys, you got to understand this chapter is pretty heavy with dialogue, okay? So if I'm talking for a little bit, just be patient with me. I'll be done, and then the guys can give their takes. All right, so chapter opens up with some narration. 8 years after the God Valley incident, which was 30 years ago from our timeline, in the South Blue Kingdom of Sorbet, we hear people calling for Kuma and asking for help, saying his parents would be proud of him. Then we see Kuma is in his pastor outfit, healing citizens with his power. Kuma's currently 17 right now. They beg Kuma to extend his hours to the weekdays too, so they could be blessed by his miracle hands. Then we hear someone yell out, "Absolutely not." The old people look at who yelled, and they say it's Ginny the cheapskate. Ginny tells them to shut up. This ain't a hospital. And the old people say she's pretty but foul-mouthed. The old people say they like Kumachi, and he replies that's sweet. And Ginny yells at him because he spoils them. The old citizens mention they would pay Kuma, but this heavenly tribute is too hard on them. And plus their new king, King 𝗏𝗏𝗪, is a cruel man. He'll throw them in jail. Even one of their friends who are of their age starved and passed away in jail. They say it's important they stay healthy. Kuma replies, as long as it's a light illness or pain, then he can help. They leave and Kuma waves goodbye. Then we see Kuma sweating. He sticks his hands into a bubble and he starts bleeding and he's in anguish, the same way Zoro was at Thriller Bark. The whole church is shaking. Ginny sits with her back against the wall, crying. Kuma's laid out on the floor from this act. Ginny tells him he does this every week and no one knows how much he suffers. Kuma responds, he has no choice. That massive pain and suffering won't disappear until someone accepts it. If left untouched, it makes its way back to the person. He's just happy to see them. Ginny says they gave food though, and they both smile from this. What did you guys think about this part of the chapter? And we'll start with Seb.
All right, so one, shout out to Ginny, man. She gonna make me act up. I'm gonna be real.
See, that's inappropriate.
I know it is. Anyway, she grown. The age right there. No, I'm playing. Anyway, but in general, I like this whole. They've already tapped into Kuma being a man of the cloth, right? This is him doubling down on that. Running a church. They do this every Sunday. He's doing this. I think there's a lot of I don't want to say Jesus imagery, but Christ-like activity here.
Yeah.
Where he's helping people and taking away the pain from the elderly and stuff. And I was wondering why Ginny was so adamantly against what he was doing, and then I turned the page. Right? And I got the whole thing about Kuma taking the pain. And that's such great character development to me. One, not only because of what it means for Kuma and him doubling down or tripling, quadrupling down now on him being this type of person willing to take the pain from others. But it's a flashback to you brought up Zoro and nothing happened. Kuma's doing a nothing happened every week.
Yeah.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday. Nothing happened. Because he's not telling them. Obviously, they wouldn't be willing to do this if they knew. Mm-hmm. So it's like a metaphor for his character. Because seemingly he's doing it now too with the whatever has happened to him becoming a cyborg that he didn't tell Bonnie. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. He's constantly taking on the burdens of other people. And for him to be doing this, I was yo, this is crazy. It's just kind of wild. And I know he's a Buccaneer. I know he's stronger than people. He's Kuma. But to take pain every single week for these people, they're not getting paid. He got some food and everything, but I don't know. It was just wild. And Ginny's face, it says it all. She's witnessing him do this every Sunday, and she has to take care of him afterward. You know what I mean? As far as the king, 𝗏𝗏𝗪 or 𝗏𝗏𝗪 or whatever his name was, looks like a typical D-bag king in One Piece. It's just how they're written or drawn. So I didn't have anything extra on him. I thought the Kuma basically recreating Nothing Happened on a weekly basis was wild. I thought that was a really great touch by Oda.
All right. Lionel.
Pretty much I thought the same thing with Sebastian with because I literally thought the Zolo thing again, and the fact that Kuma had Zolo go through it, at that time, and Kuma was putting himself through it. Then I also thinking of comparisons. I remember more just video that he did a video with Zoro doing the 3-day starving thing for months.
Yeah.
Like, you know, comparing it to Odin, what Odin did, pretty much with the boiling. You know, it's something similarities, like parallels, and Oda does that a lot with other stuff he does in the manga. And I was trying to think, like what Sebastian mentioned already, Kuma did something. So right now he's taking the burdens of the people, saving them from the pain and whatever. But I think, and this is the first time Oda, in a weird way, did a parallel to the same character, as in Kuma's doing something on a grander scale now. Pretty much, this is like a foreshadow of what we're going to hopefully Oda reveal soon on why he became a cyborg. And actually, me and Lawrence were talking, and me and Lawrence started thinking of something else. I mean, you want to save it? You want to say it now, or you want to say your turn?
I was gonna say it on my turn, but
okay. But at least what we might think now, and I'm thinking, but what would be the possible reason for that? Like Kuma, we still understand Kuma, but if it's even foreshadowing this, that Lawrence is gonna bring up is like. It's like, Oda, you're going on a whole nother level right now. And it's just crazy how pretty much, and Oda keeps doing like inversions or parallels within characters. And it's like, I wonder what other parallels we're going to see. Because I also think he's doing it a little bit with, like you said, the Jesus thing. And it kind of goes into like, you know, Jesus died. What you was saying?
I was going to bring it up later.
Okay.
He actually reminds me of John the Baptist more than Jesus.
Okay.
But that's later. Okay.
I mean, they don't have anything connecting at all with each other. It's mostly just the fact that he's helping people and he's taking away their pain, like, you know, how Jesus did miracles and healed the people. But the fact is that going to what Kuma's doing now with the cyborg thing kind of goes into, all right, either playing a different way how Jesus, you know, died for our sins and, like, you know, sacrificed his life and sacrificed himself to die for our sins. That's what Jesus did. I wonder if Oda's doing something similar, like that aspect of Jesus with Kuma. Because we always see Kuma's already showing he has a self-sacrificing spirit and attitude towards his people, especially people he cares about, even people, strangers. Just he feels pity and sorry for them. And I was telling Lawrence, Kuma shows like he's not really a fighter. He's not. Like the fact that he's even the little kids when they were throwing rocks at him, he's way stronger than them. He could beat them up, but he chose not to. Yeah, he tried to heal them when he got hurt. So just like shows that Kuma's attitude. And I also thought, like, when I said that Kuma became more retired, I think Lawrence brought up too that actually Kuma kind of stayed the same. He's more serious, monotone, but like the fact that he showed mercy to Zoro in a way towards Luffy, that he could have just took them out and just took Luffy. Whatever, we still don't know fully that, but like, so like Kuma's character is actually really interesting, that he's one of the few people who's strong, but his self-fucking spirit is unheard of in One Piece. Like, I haven't seen anything like that so far in One Piece that has a self-sacrificing spirit as Kuma. I think I want to stop there because I'm going to let Lawrence bring out what he's going to bring out.
All right. Lawrence?
Yeah, so just to reiterate what Lana was talking about, I love this part of the chapter, right? Because, again, like Sebastian, I was questioning, like, oh, she's all this thing, you're kind of she's kind of mean, like a jerk. They're not getting angry at the elderly, right? And then you see why. Someone that she loves, she's seeing them suffer like every Sunday, right? But then it speaks volumes to me as Oda as a writer and Kuma as a person, because before I never thought Kuma would have this big of a role or we get like this deep of backstory. Like we all thought, like at the time, when he was carrying the Bible, it wasn't a real Bible, maybe a location of all the places he was going. But now, since we see his backstory, that he's actually a man of faith, a churchgoer, or even a pastor, that is a real Bible, right? So it goes into going back into it. Like when I thought of this with Kuma, he is the self-sacrifice. Going back to even when he was a kid, right? That he would put himself in harm's way to avoid others. He goes, "I'll be the bait," right? So I don't want to see anyone pass or get hurt. So Kuma chose to be the bait. And then we see later on, even I thought of too, like when Kuma makes that statement about when he repels the pain and suffering, right, it'll go to someone else. It made me think of, how do you know that, right? When you eat the fruit, do you just gain all this knowledge or do you learn from experience? Because when he ate the fruit, right, did he experience it? Like, for example, think about how long he's been doing this. Remember when Lana brought up those kids? He did that when Ginny hit him. Did he leave it going and the pain went back to them? Or was he taking the pain from then on, just knowing that? I thought of that. It makes me think of Kuma is the self-sacrifice. And we see it later on. And it goes into, like, I'm building up here, right? I'm not going to take too long. But going into Zoro, right? He's showing Zoro what it means, kind of like taking on, you to take this place, you have to take on the burden or take on this suffering for them, right? So, and he also has Zoro do something that he's willing to do himself. So on the greater scale, we know that Oda, kind of like what Lionel was mentioning, he has something smaller than, he has people kind of show on a greater scale what they did. Like, Enel and Doflamingo kind of foreshadowed 𝐸, right? Cobra? No. On Alabasta, what's his name? Vivi's friend?
Oh man.
Pell?
No.
I knew the revolutionary.
The revolutionary.
Oh, Koza.
Koza, yeah,
Koza.
Koza. I knew it was something like that. Foreshadowed dragon. So you have all these different foreshadowings. Even what Zoro did, he also foreshadowed a little bit of Odin, right? So it makes me think of, now we have Kuma here, and we know his, like, kind of like backstory over his generations was with Nika, right? And now he wants to be like a liberator or helping people like Nika because the influence from his father. His father kept talking about Nika, right? And he keeps talking about how, right, he wants to help people, right? It made me think of, since Kuma's showing that he's the self-sacrifice, it made me think of, what if Kuma is the slower end of, like, the smaller foreshadow of what Nika did in the past, right? Like, what if the reason why the world government took over the world is because Nika sacrificed himself to end up realizing, oh, I'm trying to play it out more because of how it makes sense, because it could not be just a theory of mine, but the thing is, so focused on Nika is why he's trying to do all this, so why he takes it upon himself from his father, right? Because so you could kind of grow that, like, from what the experience, like, I'm not trying to say that law doesn't, whatever, but, like, through what you experience, you could kind of grow to be a similar, like, law, to hate the world, right? But Kuma kind of responding, no, I'm going to help the world. I'm going to try to, like, take on the burden of everyone's suffering for myself, right? But a lot of them, they kind of tie that to Nika, right? He's that liberator. So it made me think of, I wonder if Nika is like that, like the original Nika, you know, that he was like that, and then resulting in him losing, he sacrificed himself to do that in a way where, because he saw, then I guess, you know, foreshadowing the later on, that someone who would come up like me to do what I couldn't do because I self-sacrificed myself to lose this war, right? It made me think about it. To me, it adds more to it, but because we don't know. But it's made me think of, I think Nika self-sacrificed himself to lose the war to save everyone else, knowing that, all right, you guys are going to be liberated later on. I couldn't do it.
All right. Chris?
So when I was reading this chapter, or at least what I have to say, I'm going to save it more towards the end. But at this point, when I was reading it, I saw Kuma as like, yes, he's the gentle giant. He's doing all of this. And it made me realize, like, people like this in real life, they have a point where they're going to get to, and it's just going to overwhelm them and they're going to snap. When I was reading this and I've seen what he's doing every Sunday, he's called the Tyrant, right? Like in One Piece. I was trying to figure that out. Like, why is he called that? Like, where did that name come from? And I'm looking at somebody, and he's becoming, like, right now, this is the most interesting thing about me. I mean, about Egghead to me, just Kuma and his whole role in the story. And seeing him do this every Sunday, he's a great person. What happened? This is the question I had when I got to this page. I'm like, yo, this man is doing what? Like, I saw what Zoro went through, and he's doing this, like, every Sunday. It might not be the same type of pain, but, like, every Sunday he's doing something like this for other people, and she's crying. What happened? That's all that I have to ask. Like, yeah, that's all I have to say. Just he's a really nice dude. What was the tipping point? What happened?
All right. For me, it was really nice to get a little backstory on Kuma's dad, Clap, being a previous pastor of the church. I had an idea on a chapter reaction with Mosh and Anime Sundays that Vegapunk once said, in order to create devil fruits, people kind of have to believe it to create it. And basically, that's how devil fruits come into existence. So it's not necessarily magic, but it's of belief. Well, maybe the Buccaneer people, or Kuma's pops, kept the idea of Nika alive, which probably the Buccaneer people brought forth the Nika fruit. So just enough belief can create an idea which will create something. It would create hope. It would create something out of midair, right? That's not real. Maybe that's what the Buccaneer people are probably known for. Maybe they're a religious people, the same way like Shandorians were religious people of the 4 gods. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they also created devil fruits that we don't know about, that haven't been revealed yet. So I had a little idea of that. I did have a question, because I love going into like the biblical stuff between Oda and his vast knowledge of history. So for Lawrence, I'll ask you the first question. The similarities of Kuma and Jesus, right? When Jesus was healing people, how did he heal people? Did he heal them with his hands, or what was he doing?
So Jesus wasn't limited to healing people with his hands. He can heal people without even them being present. You could tell, like, for example, it was like an army officer or an official came to him because one of his attendants, like people like serving him, was suffering. I think they're on the verge of like passing themselves, right? So he goes to Jesus and begs Jesus to help him out. And Jesus helped him because he showed such great faith it's more to the story, but he showed such great faith that Jesus says, "Go, your servant is healed." Right? So pretty much, so Jesus didn't even see the person, wasn't even in contact with the person, but was able to heal him. He could, and also there was a woman with like a flow of blood that she just touched her
Jesus
fringes of his outer garment. So like just like a piece of it, like thing that was hanging, just touched a piece of that clothing.
Yeah.
And she was healed, right? So this, and Jesus gave credit to like their great faith, but ultimately Jesus got that power from God. So God was healing them through Jesus. So.
Okay. And then for Lionel, when Jesus would heal people, would he necessarily get like a drawback from healing people, or would he just be fine?
He did say at one point that I felt power left me. Like he did feel power come out of him, but I don't know if they elaborated on if it actually made him tired or not. Because Luffy. Oh wow, I said Luffy. Wow. Jesus is he's human, so he does get tired over time. Like walking wise, Jesus does get tired. He needs to sleep. But I don't think that power actually drains Jesus at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I was asking is because one, it's honestly fire to know some knowledge like that, right? And if Oda's using this knowledge to be a parallel character of Jesus, even though he's not trying to be Jesus, he'll take on characteristics of Jesus, then it just makes Kuma's character that much more special to the story. And it's nice to see that Oda, like I've always told people, he's not going to make demons in One Piece real demons. He's going to give the characteristics of demons. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. That was fire. Also, you guys didn't mention Ginny, but she fire, bro.
Oh, I did.
Yo, she fire, bro.
She's fire.
I'm gonna keep it real,
Yeah,
bro.
she's
Seb, her a doll right now, bro.
Oh man.
You got her a doll.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yo, cause doll was fire too, bro. She got legs for days, bro. But Ginny different.
Oh my god.
Listen, bro.
I like to get back to you, bro.
Listen, bro, get back to me. I love the attitude. I love the fact that Ginny is already like. I told y'all she was gonna be Step-Sis. Just the bubble itself. It's like you guys all said. It's super crazy. Just being the self-sacrificing type. It's gonna be very interesting to see why he sacrificed himself and became a robot, like Chris said. It's gonna be super interesting to learn what was the main reason. What is there? Does he know something that we don't necessarily know? Because in order to self-sacrifice yourself to the point where you no longer exist means that you have to have some type of knowledge or a goal, or you just know something that means this is going to work out because you're putting all your chips on the line. So it's crazy because Dragon doesn't know, which is why he asked Kuma what he saw at the castle. It seems like Ivankov has a little bit of knowledge, but maybe Kuma has something passed down in the Bible from the Buccaneer people that he knows about that we don't just yet. Oda hasn't revealed it. But he's like, I believe enough that this is going to happen that I'm going to sacrifice myself. And that would be really cool. Because in a way, if you guys correct me if I'm wrong, the Bible does tell you how to live a better life.
Yeah.
Like it is the blueprint to human happiness. Right? It gives you a path forward and realizing like no matter what happens, this is the end result of your belief, right? So it's like maybe Kuma has that same perspective, and I think that's super fire. So other than that, yes, guys, let's hit super chats one more time, and then we'll go into the next part of the chapter.
All right. We got a $20 super chat from SN Sai. First super chat, so thank you. It says, love y'all, watch all your stuff on YouTube and TikTok with a heart. What are your thoughts on Bonnie being a clone of Ginny and her captures being the world government? What would that mean for her relationship with Sakazuki? That is something that we're going to touch on a little bit later in the chapter review, but thank you so much.
Yeah, give us some time. We're going to get to that part of the chapter. Yeah, we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. We got another 2-month membership to Nakama status from Zai. It says, are there any arcs y'all think are 100% skippable? Personally, to me, no.
No.
Even the Davy back, I don't think is skippable, just because what it could mean for the future of the story.
Only fillers.
Yeah, only fillers.
Yeah.
Yo, G8 is not skippable, bro. Yo, Chris, did you skip G8?
You said G8?
Yeah.
What's G8? What was that?
Oh my god.
That was in the anime?
Get him off the show. No, it's an anime.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I skipped it.
At
that point, I was probably reading it because what I did was I was reading it, and when it got to like the climax of the story, I started watching it. So I'd watch that and then go back to reading. So I was like shifting between the two. So G8, I know of it. I didn't see it. I didn't experience that.
Go back and watch G8, bro. It's great. We got another $6 from Ben Lowry. It says, yo, first live that I'm watching, can only watch half because I have work. But love from Ireland, boys, with a heart, hashtag Buggy Gang. Thank you so much. We love to hear.
Yo, the Ireland gang is crazy, bro. Love our Ireland people, bro.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
Is
Love
it?
my people.
Yo, so is ours, technically. Earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamaicans and Irish are like, from what I've been finding out recently, just like they've been close. So
I didn't.
my last name is Irish.
Damn, y'all like the Kazuki and the mink people.
Yeah, apparently.
We got another 2 from Yonosuke. It says, yo, what's good, guys?
Hey,
what's
what's
up,
up,
Ryu?
man?
Yo,
What's
you
up?
got a haircut, bro? Let me know.
No, bro.
We got another 2 from Trijim. It says, I've seen the shorts. The GARP slander is crazy. I don't think it's slander, personally.
People don't know how to make up their minds.
Man.
It's either you say something slightly true, but it's not good about the character, and they're like, you're slandering him.
If it's a different perspective, doesn't mean it's slander.
Oh my god, I'm so offended.
We got another 280 from Garbage the Fish. It says hashtag Seb Gang, hashtag Emu Gang, hashtag W Gone Top, hashtag Rest is Trash. Whatever, man.
So you know how Seb Gang and Emu Gang were next to each other?
God.
I hope you take notice.
Listen, man.
All right? That's not a good
They
look.
already got the meme
That's not
of
a
me
good look,
as
bro.
Charlos,
Dude.
bro.
You just also said you wanted to be. You would be York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
yeah.
York wants to be a celestial dragon. You're like. You're putting yourself there.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself there.
Let's get 2 more in, and then we're going to go back into the chapter.
We got another 5 from Claw. It says, only channel that doesn't make me cringe, so y'all can hold 5. Hashtag Rock Lee is the GOAT. Hashtag FGARP. Hashtag Kaido X Big Mom. That last one.
It should be Larry X Big Mom, all right? Don't disrespect me.
And then we got another 19-month memberships to Shichibukai status from Simeon Russell. It says, hey, y'all, haven't been able to catch a live in about 6 months. Who's your favorite One Piece side character? Vote Smoker for Fleet Admiral. Oh, man.
Nah.
Does Smoker count as a side character at this point? Because he might be one for me. How deep are we going with side characters? You know what I'm saying?
Favorite.
Like,
Wait.
like can I go Aokiji? Like, does that count?
Yeah.
Then now, it would be Aokiji for me.
Yeah.
Side character, yeah.
Lawrence?
I like Law.
Law?
Favorite though, but I'm gonna say Law. But not
You should already know mine, bro. Odin. Or Kairos, actually. One of them.
I feel like he was trying to go more obscure than that. But Chris?
Favorite side character?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn. I feel like Law is the obvious answer for me, but I'm gonna say Right now, Kobe actually.
No,
I thought of Kobe.
Yeah.
But I need to be a little more manly.
I was gonna say Garp, but I'm trying to avoid a conversation. So, I'm gonna say Kobe and just like yeah.
Oh,
It's
my
gonna get interesting
gosh.
later.
Fish or tiger for me.
that's a good one.
Yeah, fish or tiger. Yeah, guys, if you haven't liked the stream already, please like the stream. We're about to jump right back into the chapter. All right, let's do this. So, hold on. I just got to make sure where I am. All right, 25 years ago from now, Kuma is 22, and Ginny wants to marry Kuma. He replies, nah. She yells at him and knows he loves her. She would also make him happy. He knows she would, but then he thinks about what happened with his dad and his Buccaneer blood. He doesn't want to bring her misery. Then Kuma points out that the freedom fighters are making a name with Dragon at the helm. Kuma feels inspired and wishes he could help people too. Then Kuma's past bullies bring him food, and he replies, "Thank you," only for Ginny to throw a basket at his head. Real quick, what did you guys think about this little part of the chapter? And we'll start with Lionel.
I thought it was pretty cool. Like when I saw the marriage thing, I'm like, all right, this is it. Then I'm like, he said nah. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess not. So, we still don't know, but again, it shows Kuma like he's, and again, leading up to what he does now, he's preventing his own happiness for the sake of others, and that's like, and I guess that's a running thing with Kuma. Like what he's willing to do, not make himself happy, willing to suffer and go through so much for people who he cares about. It's just crazy. And then we're getting more and more like you. How can you not like Kuma? Honestly, how he is. So that's what I was saying. And also, no, we'll touch about it later because we'll bring up Dragon, but because we get more of it later on.
All right, Seb.
All right, one, I'd have folded in 2 seconds, bro. But Kuma just like me for real, because he's scared of getting Shorty pregnant. And that's like a super,
He is not lying.
super relatable thing.
What is wrong with you?
You feel me? It's just very relatable to me.
Bro, he could just push it out, though.
He's a man of the cloth, bro. He can't do that.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
He can't do that, man.
What is it called? You remember in Tropic Thunder? Devil's Alley?
But
oh my god!
it just I like a woman who's aggressive with it like that. You know, she know what she wants.
You need
she's
help.
willing to go get it.
You know you're right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
But if she start hitting you, you're gonna let people know.
That's a little too far.
All right, bro.
I did like the note about Kuma learning about the freedom fighters with Dragon, and Alonso will bring it up later. But this is part of the reason why I wanted to say that he reminded me of John the Baptist. So like Kuma to me is like encapsulating Christianity as a whole, not just the Jesus imagery, because John was searching for the Messiah, for Jesus. And like, I'm not saying Dragon is that, but in his mind, he's a freedom fighter. He's this person that can bring this freedom to the world. He's looking for his Messiah. Wants to emulate Nika. That's why I'm saying he's more like John the Baptist than Jesus.
You said you said John the Baptist was looking for the Messiah?
Yeah. Well, they thought he was the Messiah, right?
Oh yeah, that is true. They thought he was the Messiah, but John the Baptist knew who the Messiah was.
But yeah.
But yeah, okay.
That's why I told you.
So
You
it'd be
always,
like more
gotta,
like waiting.
you always gotta reference them, bro.
Listen, man.
Yeah, you can't spit like that.
He still remind me of John the Baptist. Either way.
All right.
That's all I had though.
Yeah, you done? All right. Chris, your turn, bro.
Yeah, as the pages go on, like I like Kuma more and more. He's 25 or 20. He's 22. So this is definitely something you would see with younger men. He's overthinking a lot, and for good reason, because his past and history. But I like that Oda did it like this, where he's like, no, and he won't even give her a good reason. And because I feel like if she knew, she would be like, man, what you worried about? Like, look at us right now. Anytime Dragon is mentioned, I'm locked in. And every time I see Dragon, he's always frowning. What's up with the what's that? Because I was gonna go to point and say, like, anytime I see Dragon smile, Luffy's involved. Great father. Just saying.
Jesus.
That's all it takes, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it says a lot. It says a lot to me.
That's
'cause, like,
all it takes.
that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
That's funny. All right. Are you done, Chris?
Yeah, just Kuma's a really kind person, and I'm rooting for him. I wish him the best. I just, again, as the chapters go on, I see how kind he is, and it just makes me think, like, what happened? You had the life. You had a good life. What happened to you, bro? Why are you metal? That's it.
Would y'all consider this a good life?
Right there, like,
That's
he's
all right.
living. I mean, he's eating food. He's like, helping people. He's smiling like constantly. When have you seen him like that?
Yeah, that's a point.
And he looks like he's about to have a dream because, like, he sees the freedom fighters. Is like he's about to find his purpose. Got his girl, friends. He's eating well. He's living good.
Yeah, he's content.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got out of college. Yep, that's it.
All right. Law.
Life at him.
Now, yeah. Just real quick. This made me think of when I saw this part is like trauma, right? The trauma is like from what he experienced as a kid, and remember what his parents went through. Is preventing him from going further with his life to a certain extent, right? And just to make like what you meant to talk about, like enjoying life, because when he's taking on the pain, though, you see him even when he's lying down and Ginny's helping him, he has a smile on his face, right? So it shows me, if you think of like, yeah, he lived life as a slave in the beginning, it was being beat down, but now he's like choosing in a way his own type of pain, the pain that he wants to. The pain he's choosing is to, I'd rather this than be a slave. I'm choosing the pain, but it's the pain of other people where I'm liberating them or I'm taking that away. So he's choosing that pain, so he's enjoying it, where he could even lay there all bloodied up and bruised and can't even get up, but he's happy because that's the pain he's choosing than anything else. And then the trauma like goes into what do you remember why he won't marry Ginny at this moment, and then when he goes to later on, it goes again because the trauma's still there. He's still remembering what he went through. It goes again. Why did you give yourself to your source of trauma? Who goes back to that trauma? And to me, it has to do something with Ginny, I believe. Because, like, seeing this now, and then what we saw before about how she would see Kuma, right, in that state of going through that pain, there's no way she would accept him turning himself in. So I think we all kind of guessed it. Ginny, she's been past. But to me, I don't say she passed a long time ago, but I think it's part of the why Kuma also gave himself in to the world government.
All right. For me, listen, man. For all the fellas out there, if a woman says she won't marry you, just let it happen, bro.
Okay.
Just let it happen, bro.
Man,
if she willing to get down on her knees and say, "Yo, take this. Yo, take it, bro." Because that's a keeper, bro.
That's a big no, bro.
Yeah,
That's a big
don't
keeper,
listen
bro.
to her,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
If she's the right partner,
Listen,
yeah.
bro.
You
Listen,
really wildin', bro.
There ain't a lot of women who out here that's trying to get married because of you. They trying to get married because of what you could provide.
Listen.
Kuma ain't got nothing. He ain't got money.
I tell you.
He ain't got status.
listen.
All he got is a good heart and a pawpaw fruit.
Listen,
That's it, bro.
You gotta preface this. If it's a Guinea, cool. These women ain't Guinea out here, bro. They ain't Ginny, bro.
Listen,
They ain't always like that.
y'all thinking of women that ain't getting on the knee.
She ain't get on her knee.
The woman has to get on her. Nah, Ginny was like, "Yeah, I'll get on."
She
her
was standing up when she said that.
You
bro.
want to say something?
Yeah, he
wild.
wants to say wow. I saw that coming.
Yo, okay.
Chill out, alright? Chill out.
Yeah.
He was about to. I'm glad you cut him off, bro.
Wildin', bro. What'd you say, Chris?
How old is Ginny at this point? I'm trying to.
She's 4
she's
years
4
older.
years older than she's 26.
Oh, okay.
She
okay,
grown.
all right.
Listen, bro. She know what she want.
She prime.
Yeah.
Yo, biological clock ticking. Try and get this done already, bro. All right, my bad. So y'all know my favorite character is Ace. Big part of Ace's character was that he hated Roger, hated his pops, hated the fact that he didn't feel like he was deserving of life. I think it's really cool to see the other side of it, where Kuma's like, I knew my father, I suffered because of my father. My mom, she's done because of my father. And I was born into slavery because of my father. And I saw my pops pass away because of his fault to basically have me. So I'm glad that Kuma doesn't say, is my life worth it? But instead, he's like, my life is worth it through the service of other people. That's the purpose I've given myself, that I can prosper in this life. So it's really nice to see that Oda's playing the other side of the coin and saying, hey, like Ace might have gone the wrong route. Kuma might have gone the right route, but it depends how you look at it, right? So it's nice to see that's happening. So the Freedom Fighters, correct me if I'm wrong, Lionel, because he knows the years. 33 years ago, Dragon visited Ohara with Vegapunk, and he said that he created the Freedom Fighters.
You said 33 years ago?
Yeah, wasn't it 33 years ago?
No.
When was it?
22.
22 years ago? Oh, okay. My bad.
Robin was what, 8? So yeah.
It was a couple months after the Ohara incident.
Okay, so the Freedom Fighters have been established for 3 years so far, because this is 25 years ago when Kuma's 22.
Yeah, I think the conversation was that he wanted to evolve it into something. Like,
Yeah.
We're the Freedom Fighters now. We've been doing this for a while, but we're ready to hit that next level,
Oh.
which is the Revolutionary Army.
No, I'm wrong.
Uh,
I thought of, when you said that, I was thinking of the Revolutionaries. He makes the Revolutionaries 22 years ago. The Freedom Fighters is
33.
Around, yeah.
All right, so they've been around for like 8 years so far, probably. Yeah, from what he said. So they've been just establishing themselves. 8 years is a long time, dog. That's all I'm saying. They ain't go anywhere. But I really love the fact that like Kuma's so oblivious, because I feel like I'm like this in real life when like chicks like me. I'm like super oblivious that they like me, and I feel like Kuma, even though it's directly being said to him, he's still like being super innocent and super. And then she like throws a basket at his head, and she's like, "Yo, I'm trying to kick game to you, bro." And he's like super passive with it.
I think he's known though. He just like doesn't allow himself to do it. You know what I mean? Like he knew.
Yeah.
Also, Bonnie's supposed to be 25, right? 24? Something like that?
We didn't get it.
No, we never got her age.
I think we did. Did we not?
No,
Let's
we said
Oda
that.
put it,
We
but-
said that she was around 21.
I swore Oda said her age was
No, he
22
never-
or 24 or whatever.
We never said her age. Yeah,
Maybe I'm
it's
tripping.
not established.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So let's go into some super chats, guys, and then we'll take a sponsorship break for the time being, so Chris could use the restroom, anybody here could use the restroom, and then we'll come right back. So super chats now, guys. Like the video if you haven't.
All right, we got another 2 from Procumbent. It says, Kaido said Haki is supreme and then lost to a devil fruit with a crying emoji.
That's
Lost
not true.
A lot more than just that devil fruit.
Yeah, I was
bro.
gonna say, why are you lying?
A lot more than
Take your
just that devil
$2
fruit.
back.
Jumped on the roof.
Yeah, man.
Take your
Party, he
$2
was
back.
drunk and he got jumped.
I think he's forgetting the fact that Luffy used, Haki not to touch.
Yeah.
Because Luffy's ability would have just touched.
He
and
forgot that as soon as Gear 5 happened, he got taken out of Gear 5.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We got another 2 from Pimp Chimp. It says, my girl's dad passed today. Keep us in your prayers. Sorry to hear that, Pimp Chimp.
Our condolences, man.
Condolences.
No, this is for
We got another 2 from Project Iceman. It says, Ginny, future Bonnie clone, Bonnie mom or Luffy mom.
I'm so done with the Luffy mom thing, bro. It's not happening.
Something's happening with the funding here. You see this? I don't know what's going on. We got another 2 from Swimming Bases. It says, did Kuma single-handedly bring men back to Christ? Maybe. Maybe. We got another 8-month membership to Nakama status from JT. It says, Lawrence, I know you miss me.
What's up, JT? Of course, man.
Oh, man.
Don't miss
Write that in all
JT, bro.
caps.
We got another 4-month membership to Nakama status from Austin Hart. It says, happy 70K, y'all. Keep grinding. A milli soon. 1 million subs would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Thank you.
Imagine the phone calls with 1 million subs. We got another 280 from Garbage D Fish. Nothing happens to Kuma every week. Zoro who? Thank you. We got another 1-month membership to Nakama status from Trev. It says Kuma on Fraud Watch getting white-eyed by arthritis. Oh man. We got another membership to Nakama status from our guy Nerd Taku. What's up, nerd? It says, another 9 months from Turntaku. It says, much love, Nakama. Like the stream, no cursing. We trying, bro. We trying not to curse.
Lawrence almost cursed.
If y'all haven't already, please follow and subscribe to Nerdtaku. We drop dope content on YouTube and on TikTok. Another 5 from Douglas Bullet. It says, so is this to imply Blackbeard is still more durable than Kuma? Hashtag Bucky Gang. They always find a way to bring back Blackbeard somehow.
Yeah.
Another 20 from Nerdtaku. It says, happy 70K, 100K incoming. Question, do y'all believe that Buccaneer blood was talked about because it is able to harbor multiple lineage factors, and Vegapunk needed to study it so he could make synthetic versions of the green blood? I haven't heard that one. This is why you gotta follow Nerdtaku, bro. This is the kind of thought process he'll bring to the table.
That's interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything in Kuma's backstory so far that would imply that, per se, other than he just was operated on by Vegapunk.
But just like, I feel like he has an interesting thought there, because just like, for example, Kuma's, for some reason, body type or lineage factor or heritage, whatever, was cleanly sought after by Vegapunk and was used through like all the past Step-Sis, even the current, Seraphim. And then now we have mixed in with Lunarians was also sought after. So these two were their prime, like, I don't want to, suspects that they wanted to use from that lineage, whatever they provided with.
Maybe.
So on that level.
Another 10 from Curvy Cabe. It says, if devil fruits are brought into existence by people's wishes and desires, what fruit would you guys desire and bring into existence? Like the stream. The Knicks win a championship fruit. Knicks are a competent franchise fruit.
They just have 2 issues. That's it.
Listen, man. It's a lot.
We did like this. We kind of answered like this before. If we can create our own ability, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are we in One Piece or are we in
We're in One Piece because he said fruit.
Bro, just
Chris,
come up with a fruit.
what's your fruit, bro? What's your desire?
I'm trying to think of
And don't
one,
say
'cause,
hair fruit, bro. I swear.
Come on. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why are you so
Genetics aside,
disrespectful?
this was a choice. Genetics aside, that was a choice. What fruit did I have? I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, what can I say that hasn't already been said?
Damn, that was deep.
Damn.
For life, too, you know.
Mark really hit him with the clock.
You really thinking? Look at him.
I can't think of any. I can't think of any. If I could pick a fruit in One Piece already, probably Ace's fruit.
Okay.
That's real.
That fruit was fire. I mean, damn, I didn't even mean to say
Come
it like
on.
that. Why is that?
I mean, in real life though, in real life, I have the clone fruit.
You, bruh.
Shut up! Alright? Shut up! I can't, Charlie.
Ain't no way you just said that,
Shut
bro.
up.
Ain't no way.
Well, technically, I was born first, so he's I was born first.
I can't with Charlie.
Why'd you say real life?
I'm dead.
Yo, Chris, it's because Lionel and Lawrence are twins.
Yeah. So we've been making a joke that Lido is just Lawrence's shadow clone for years. So for him to be like,
I'm glad the clarification.
Bro, I'm so confused. Why would you want the clone fruit and Lawrence exists?
He's not my like I want it in like how they did in Naruto. I thought that was actually the dopest.
You talking about how you could learn from whatever the clone does, so you could send him out.
there's like so many devil fruits you could utilize in general, but
I said in real life.
Yeah. That's what you meant in real life. But I don't think the question was towards real life. I think it was.
I don't know. Man.
You already know if I was in One Piece, I'm not eating a fruit.
We got another 5 from Nate Gomez. It says, first time on live. Love the pod. Speaking of Jesus, what would Jesus' devil fruit be? Power and who should wield it?
Jesus want to eat a fruit. Well, okay.
The Jesus fruit.
I mean, Jesus is already powerful, so it's like.
What is he, double ascendant?
As for
You
who
get
should
it?
eat it, I
'Cause
don't think
Ascendant?
anybody. I got it, bro. I don't think anybody's worthy in One Piece to eat the fruit. So.
And Jesus is God's son, but I don't think this fruit exists. But it was like the God fruit or something. But
Stop.
Wait,
Lawrence. We're moving on. We're moving on. Lawrence already did this before. We're going to
what?
Compete.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
Capability,
Yeah.
control, God fruit. I can't,
That is my
bro.
fruit. I don't
That was
hate.
ridiculous.
Don't hate.
We got another 5 from Kirby22. It says, "Hey guys, love the podcast. Could the Straw Hats pack up Blackbeard with no Luffy? Wanted to hear y'all's thoughts. Hashtag like the stream. Hashtag Buccaneer Gang. Hashtag Kuma for Conk." Like all the Straw Hats versus just Blackbeard, same time? Cause yeah.
One,
Absolutely.
Zoro wouldn't do that.
If Jinbei's there, yeah.
I'm saying that.
Zoro would not. He would try to fight Blackbeard 1-on-1.
Bro, if it's Zoro and Sanji, even if it's just Zoro, Zoro's packing him, bro.
I don't know about all that, but
Sure.
Zoro could very well.
I definitely got the Straw Hats though. I feel like if like Chris pointed out, if Jinbei's there, like that's a lot of water. He's not gonna be able to deal with, bro.
That and the fact that I feel like Jinbei knows something that, because Jinbei's known Blackbeard since forever. He calls him Teach, so I feel like he would know how to deal with him in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a lot to deal with, bro. We got another 5 from Terrell Taylor, but no super chat attached. So thank you so much. Next time, let us know your thoughts. That was your first super chat, so thank you so much. Another 5 from Kirby. Calling it now, Egghead incident will be Dragon and Kuma packing up Saturn. Hashtag 𝗁𝐺 pack. Maybe. Another 2 from Zatib. It says, Chris never met the GOAT in G8. Hashtag shaking my head. Condoriano. You don't even know.
Well, if he was a GOAT, he would be in the story.
Nah, bro.
If he was a GOAT, he would be in the story. Let's
You
be
don't
real.
know, Chris.
I'm a
You
Google
don't
him right now.
know.
G8 hoop?
Oh man. Another 5 from Sizzo. It says, "Yo, first time on YouTube stream. Been listening on Spotify. Love your guys' content. Keep it up. Hashtag Dragon Top 10 Strongest. Don't downplay my man." I don't mind the Dragon being top 10. It's when y'all be like top 1, I'll be like, yo, chill out. That's me.
I'm a chill.
He's top 1, Chris.
That's crazy.
No, he's not top 1.
All right, cool.
What was the character's name in G8 you said?
He really Googled Condoriano.
Yo, honestly, they could have made him like
He coming back.
canon
He
and
coming
just
back.
had him be Luffy's guard.
You know what you can do, Chris? You could probably type G8 One Piece, and it'll bring up the Wikipedia page and show you all the characters during that arc.
That's exactly where I'm at right now. I don't see any pictures, so I'm trying to find
You don't
a
even
name.
know about the 11th member of the crew, bro. We got another 2 from Rapid Cougar 3. Yo, Anime Green Bull is super weak. I haven't seen that episode yet.
Yeah, someone texted you about it. Yo, it's crazy.
He's weak like that?
I ain't watch it.
That's disappointing.
I ain't watch it yet. I'm getting there.
Another 7 from Garbage D Fish. GOAT legend, the best of the best, top 1 character with the best design and devil fruit, and leader of the Revs is in the chapter with his side bit dragon. Shout out to Ivankov, man. We got another 5 from Project Iceman. Imagine Kuma actually said that he was thinking about their kids just for her to say, "I just want marriage, not kids yet. Skipping steps here, LOL." Yo, facts. Kuma got a little out of himself, man. Although he was also thinking of his mom. It wasn't just about him and his father's situation. We got another 10 from Buggity Dragon. It says, "Sup guys, huge shout out to the broker. We love you and miss you like crazy. I know he must be going mad with this chapter as he has the wildest theory ever that revolves around Christianity. Hashtag Broker Potter for life." Yes, I actually talked to Broker today. He said him and his daughter may actually be tuning into the pod today. So hopefully, if you are Broker, our hearts are out to you guys. Hope you guys are doing better with the crazy situation that is going down. So, yeah.
All right. How many more we got?
We got 3 more. So we got another 5 from Trijim. It says, out of the pre-skip villains, which one has the most potential to contend with Luffy if they were to train for 2 years? Pre-skip villains. Is it not Lucci? Like,
Yeah, I was saying that, like, he's like right here.
He's living it out, right?
He ain't trained.
Well, he's a martial artist. He's a martial
They
artist.
train and no.
Anel is like, the thing is, Anel as competing with him in general, sure. Competing with Luffy directly, it's still a bad matchup. It just is, no matter what.
Wait, who's training them though? Is it like Rayleigh? Because honestly, he's not necessarily a villain, but he did fight with Luffy because they weren't necessarily. Viper. Yeah, Viper.
Lawrence,
he fought to a draw with Luffy.
Lawrence, it don't matter, bro.
He fought to a draw with Luffy. If he gets like trained by like Rayleigh,
I want to say a no, but I know it's not.
I have to say a no because like speed wise, a no would be faster than Luffy.
I don't know.
And if it was Haki, if he had Haki, like Conqueror's Haki and all that, because I feel like he would. Yeah.
Chris,
A no.
you're making my heart break.
he's not gonna be
I
fast.
love a no, bro. I love a no, but he ain't doing all that, bro.
Hey, if he was serious, if it was me,
DK, if he was serious.
Chris said if I had hockey,
if I had what Hidel had, man.
We got another 2 from Alan Wells that says, "Are the CDs the most evil group in all of fiction?" Ah, that's hard. They up there, but that's hard. There's a lot of evil people out here, bro. Yeah. The Celestial Dragons. We got another 2 from Terrell Taylor. It says, "Will Aokiji get a backstory similar to Kuma?" I hope so.
maybe.
And another 2 from Sirasium. It says, "Gyat Gyat fruit, model Latina." That might be my favorite super chat of the day. But that's all the super now.
Marv, just go to sponsorship. Just go to sponsorship. Bro.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Jesus Christ.
y'all so much.
Yeah, y'all so funny, bro. All right.
Yeah, stupid.
Welcome back. If you haven't liked the video yet, like the video. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, join our Discord. Also, shout out to all 500 people that are currently watching us.
Thank you.
I know we're live on TikTok too. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. If you want to if you want to join our live on YouTube, you're more than welcome. There's more people chatting there. Plus, you can like the video if not. All right, guys, let's get right back into the chapter. You guys ready?
Yeah. No,
I was gonna
really
say,
not.
is anybody gonna say yeah?
I'm really not ready, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, all right, bro.
The Latino mother, get out of here.
All right, so
Oh,
we
was it
got.
on mute?
All right, so we got about 2 parts of the chapter left. All right, so 22 years ago, a disaster struck. Kuma goes out to meet the royal guard of Sorbet Kingdom, and basically they have prisoners, and it's some of the old citizens, and they say to Kuma, help us, Kumachi. And then the royal guard is basically like, well, father, I'm sure you've learned that the laws have changed. Now we're free to do what we want with people from the south. And then he's like, you're not turning them into slaves. And then all of a sudden, Kuma, for the first time ever, what it seems like, fights back. He creates a mini Ursus shock bubble, kind of. So some of the royal guard go back to King 𝗏𝗏𝗃 and tells him that this new way of policing, or the policies he's created, it's not seeming to work out. And then he goes, you know what? Don't worry about it. My bad. Don't worry about it. They will soon be led astray by labels and look down their noses at the south. So what he does is he splits Sorbet Kingdom into the north and to the south. And the north is the part of the island that's actually Sorbet Kingdom. The south is basically people that have no way to participate in the kingdom's true health, economic system. So what happens? They put Kuma in prison, and then Kuma's like, why are you in here too? And then he looks at Ginny and his two friends, and they were like, yeah, we were wrecking havoc to come break you out. And then Kuma's like, Ginny, I'm afraid our land is turning into a place of the haves and the have-nots. And basically, Ginny says, King 𝗏𝗪𝗏 is just a tool of the celestial dragons. The whole plan came from someone above him. If we want to fight back, we have to take on the world government. And then all of a sudden we hear a huge crash. And then somebody's like, who are you people? And then we see two shadowy figures, and we can kind of tell who they are, but we hear one say, you won't escape. You said imitation of a celestial dragon. And then the other person says, he makes me boil with anger. So I'm going to leave the chapter right there and we'll discuss it. So Lawrence, what did you think about this part of the chapter so far?
Honestly, I like seeing Kuma and finally in action, like standing up for, like you said, even calls it an unforgivable sin, right? Because this is also, he can relate to so much. This is his history where he was born into, so to speak, or right. So he knows how cruel it is, and how wicked it is. So like fighting back, to me, I got upset. Like, how'd you lose to these people, Kuma? Right? I understand you're the gentle giant, you're innocent, you're not really a fighter, but I was just like, there's so much out here. The people, like all the suffering you've been doing. Right, these people that you care for so much are about to be made to slaves. You know, you to me, it's like you have to win this fight. Like you can't get locked up because what it means for them. You know, but so then I was like, so I got upset that Kuma lost, but like we see the reverse shock. I think is his move out that he yells it. But honestly, it's gonna sound wild at first, but hear me out. Right, the idea of splitting the kingdom up, right, from north to south, or only it could actually be a good idea for the elderly, right? Because the reason why is because they wouldn't have to pay the heavenly tribute, right? Because remember, they're struggling already as it is. They said, we would give you money, because earlier, we would give you money, Kuma, or something, but we're just getting by because we have to contribute our own. Like whatever we're making, give to the heavenly tribute, right? But if they weren't recognized, kind of like they would have the land to themselves, without having to give, because for example, what we see, the heavenly tribute is not helping them at all. They're just giving away their money at this point. But if you kind of cut off that thing where they could have that land to themselves, where they could even use their own money for whatever, and be fruitful from this own land, being outside the world government, would help them out because they don't need it. They have Kuma and they can farm for themselves. But whatever their earnings that they're making, they have to give to the world government. So by splitting this up, they could actually work in their favor because then they have more for themselves. Because they have fishers, they can sustain themselves. They can make bread. They have they're fishing, all that stuff. But it's used for evil, it's to the point where they're going to make them these elderly ones to slaves, showing how wicked it is. And it goes into me to think of again the Celestial Dragon's influence, because now people are seeing not now, but it's been a while. To get in line with the Celestial Dragons, you got to be more like them, right? And just to call back, I know I keep bringing it up, but it makes you think of, for example, why of Ohara, and when they speak about the ancient kingdom, and why they wanted to get rid of the ancient kingdom, because it made me think of their influence, right? Their thoughts and ideas. Not saying that the ancient kingdom ruled the world at the time, but it made me think of, just like right now, the Celestial Dragons, their evil influences affecting the world. I believe that the ancient kingdom back then was also affecting the world, but in a good way, So nothing much. And also too, those two, I like to see those two people that Ginny hit are actually fighting along with to free Kuma, so they became his allies. Because I think you guys thought before that it might have been Bonnie's crew members, but age-wise, I don't know. I don't remember those two, in all honesty. But we see that they sided with Kuma, where they risked their lives to save him. But that's what I got.
All right, Chris.
Okay. All right. So I'm glad this happened. I'm
Damn.
okay. No. Because like.
Hey yo.
No. I'm glad this happened because I wondered what would Kuma's, because we haven't got to that part yet. So we left off with the two shadows showing up.
Yeah.
And for Kuma to still see that, hey, this is going on in the world, even where he's at, to the point where they, sectioned off the South and said, everybody, we can do anything we want with these people. We're gonna make them into slaves. How he got captured, I feel like it was a hostage type of thing, because if Kuma went on a rampage, nobody's stopping him.
Yeah.
So I really feel like they took advantage of him being kind and, got him in prison. Yeah, again, I would say the reason why I'm glad this happened when we get to the next page. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm not glad it happened because of the circumstances, but it's like, for what's coming up, what would his response be if this did not happen?
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to allude to.
All right.
Sure, Chris.
You sure about that?
Yes, sir.
You sure about that? That's why?
All right, Lionel.
Sorry. So this actually made me remind me of Kaido's flashback a little bit. Pretty much how the king wanted to become part of the world government, part of the kingdom, and they're trying to get the tribute, just like pretty much how Kaido's king tried to do the same thing. And I just found it's interesting that almost every government we see, every kingdom we see part of the world government, they adopt that attitude, like Lawrence is saying, that we are above, and pretty much, and they just start lower, like how they view the common people or the people, like as garbage or trash or insignificant. We saw that in Luffy's hometown, like how they lived in pretty much in the garbage area and how they viewed the people. We saw that in somewhat kind of in pretty much Dressrosa a little bit, but it was different. It was more toys. I don't know how the common people were fully. I'm not exactly sure because King Riku was different. The only two kings that we see that are different was King Riku and Vivi's father.
King Cobra.
King Cobra. They're actually different how they view the people. But almost like Wappo was the same way. It was like that. Like almost every kingdom adopts that. Like it's like every kingdom under the world government besides those two kingdoms are like a mini, pretty much a mini world of One Piece. As in, they live up above and who are not on our status, who are not in our level, or who are not nobles or whatever, are beneath us. They're trash. We don't care about them. They're insignificant. They're slaves or they are nothing. Insects are nothing. And it's just like, but again, that's why you see Dragon and them going after these kingdoms because they're trying to liberate, saying that the world government is affecting all these other kingdoms, that nobody's fighting for the people, and pretty much this world is sick and it needs to be liberated. I just think it's just crazy like how, and they're okay with it. Like they don't mind doing this at all. And I just I don't know how many other kingdoms we're gonna see that has this mentality. Because I also thought it was in Mary Horror, right? When we saw the
Mary what?
Mary Horror.
Mary Horror?
I didn't say
Where? What island is that? Because I'm trying to go.
Shut up.
I really don't like that guy.
What's it called?
Mary Jody? You making me say it wrong.
Mary Jo.
You making
Mary
me
Jo.
say it wrong now, bro.
Mary Jo.
I mean, they
Said
is hoes.
Mary Horror.
They are hoes. Whores, whatever.
Jeez.
Okay, Lawrence.
I'm talking about the CDs, all right?
What's good with y'all?
Okay, Lawrence.
They don't deserve compliments.
But it was I can't.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Finish, bro.
I was trying to. Y'all are being stupid.
Pause.
Was it them, right?
My bad.
Okay. Now you're making a little fun. It was that area when we saw them under the ground.
I had to go on mute. I didn't want. I forgot you guys could see.
Oh my goodness. All right. It was there, right? All right, we're
no
done.
idea what I was
I'm
talking
done.
about.
I can't.
I have no idea.
I'm done, bro.
Seb.
All right, I'll try to bring it back. In general, y'all touched on it already with the how cruel the celestial dragons can be. I thought it was interesting that the kingdom was split into two sections, the north and the south, and with the south being like basically a slave state now. I thought that was interesting. It's not technically the same as the Civil War, but I don't know. Slavery in the South, it brought that thought process in. Like I was talking about earlier, if your girl proposes to you, cool, right? But you gotta have a ride or die like Ginny, bro. Or Ginny, however you say her name. Kuma got locked up, she spun the block for him. She rolled up, started fighting, clamoring and all that to get him out of prison, got herself locked up too. That's the kind of wife you need. You know what I'm saying? Who's willing to go that extra mile for you even when you going through it. I did love to see Kuma snap though. I like to see, when the gentle giant, snaps. It's a common trope. I don't think we've seen him truly snap yet, but definitely good to see him, take action for once this time in regards to this. Like, he's been attacked before, but this is like, again, if you hurt Kuma, it doesn't matter to him. But if you hurt people he cares about, he's going to act. So you can see he's acting now. But yeah, I don't have much else to add.
Yeah. Again, I know I'm gonna piss some people off, man, but I don't care. This is the type of world government interactions that kingdoms have with them. You start getting these heavenly tributes, and they start turning countries into the worst predicaments for normal citizens. And there is a tax that needs to be had amongst the people, right? But when you heavily overtax and you do it purposely for your own selfish gain, and it's because you don't think people are actually people, that's when it's a problem. And that's where I'm like, yo, if you're a Marine, you're a part of the Navy, and you have the title of the hero of the Marines, and you still support this cause, then I got a little issue with you because you're not speaking out against such things. I think people fail to realize that you could do so much more by just making people aware of countries' situations and bringing to light the devastations that are caused by these heavenly tributes. Some people think that you could just use your fist and beat down on civilians and be like, yo, you're not following the order of the world. And that makes me the greatest hero of the Marines. So for me, that's kind of crazy. I love seeing Kuma fight back. And it's kind of crazy because Oda's kind of doing like what they did in, I think it was the Berlin Wall, where they separated Germany between the North and the South. And like, you got the Koreas, so you have North and South. And it's kind of weird to me that a country would throw away citizens they would use as slaves. Instead, they just gave him a country and was like, all right, yo, yeah, good. So I kind of agree with Chris, where it's like, yeah, I'm kind of glad that this happened in a way, because now it's like, yo, you guys don't have to be slaves. You guys could just live your lives.
The way they did it, though, they basically said that they can be a slave state. Like, it doesn't matter what happens down there.
Yeah.
You couldn't enslave y'all. But I feel what you're saying. Like, if you just made it its own separate country where they don't have to pay anything, whatever, cool, but that's just not how they did it.
But if they elect somebody, like, to govern down there and they build enough strength and, like, the North isn't paying attention because they think they're too good, then the South could, like, turn up and be like, all right, yo, no more. Like, y'all not treating us bad. And they could have their own farming and all that. Like, granted, they're going to be terrorized, of course, right? There's older people. There's not young people. There's not going to be much jobs down there. But somebody like Kuma, who's a good enough leader and a good enough person, I can see leading a state to that degree of success. And since they have religion and they have a way of life, it's going to make them prosper a little bit faster. So I can see the king, I forgot his name, he can probably feed off of his own citizens in the North, and they would do much worse than the South. So
That's what I was saying.
yeah.
Y'all looked at me like I was tripping.
But anyway, let's hit quick super chats. We'll do 4. Long answers have to be cut short.
I don't even know if we got any.
Yeah, just in case. And then we're going to go into the last pieces of the chapter.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 in. $2 from Project Iceman. It says, Model Latina Del Fruit is just Viola from Dressrosa.
Yo, she top one,
I was
bro.
reading the chat when they were talking about it. They were going crazy for a second.
Chat be wildin', bro. You saw my poll? You saw my poll, bro? Pause.
I saw it.
Yo, what?
I can't with y'all.
Count me out.
We got another 2.
Yo, listen to me, bro. If I'm going after Viola as wifey, she gonna see me coming, bro.
quote again.
What you mean?
Oh my goodness.
Come on,
Chris
man.
said, "What you mean?"
We got another two. From Rick the Legend, it says, "Too broke for a long message. Love the stream. Thank you so much. That was your first super chat.
Hey, man.
Guys, if y'all don't have the money, you don't have to donate.
Yeah.
Just liking the stream is enough for us. But appreciate it.
Yeah, very much so.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, let's go back into the chapter. So basically, the kings give in to the enslavement policy. It's no more. A lot of people are very happy about this situation. And then we see two figures pop through the doors of the jail that Kuma and Ginny and everybody's in. And all you hear is basically Ivankov tell Dragon, "The man you're infatuated with is certainly a wild one. You'll be so impressed with him." And then all we hear is, "Kuma, Ginny, so you've been imprisoned, huh? I'm here to get you out." And then Kuma and Ginny both get up and they're like, "Yo, is that bro?" And then Ivankov goes, "Yeah, come with us. Change the world." And then all of a sudden we see the freedom fighters being led in protest in other countries around the world after the arrival of the great era of piracy and the tragic fall of Ohara. The group took arms, and with the addition of Kuma to the twin pillars of Dragon and Ivankov, they underwent a transformation and became the Revolutionary Army. And all of a sudden you see Kuma like all decked out, like he looked like Birdman at 106. You know, he was at the studio. And then you had Ivankov going yeehaw. You see Dragon without the tattoo on his face. Surprising. You see Ginny. She's very happy about it. And then we go across and then we see Dragon go, "We still lack a lot of solid source of funds." And then they're talking about mercenaries lending a strength to rebellious elements seeking to overthrow their kings. Those who wish to join will be taught how to use weapons and fight with them. So then we go back to their ship, and then Kuma's like, "Yo, Dragon, how you learn to use weapons, bro?" And then Dragon drops a bombshell and says, "I spent some time with the Navy. Sadly, I couldn't find any of the justice they wear on their backs," which is probably the hardest line in the whole chapter. And then we hear Ivankov go, "Well, it's strange to be at odds when both the Navy and revolutionaries just want to help people." And then Kuma goes, "I'm with you all the way, Dragon." And Dragon says back, "You won't regret it." Then we see Kuma go back to his hometown, Sorbet, 8 years later. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Kumachi. Like, yo, our guy's back. We love you." And then 14 years ago, a certain country, basically you see Ginny, she's sitting there with a huge gun, and she's the leader of the eastern forces of the Revolutionary Army. Everybody's like infatuated with her and her crew. And she's just really happy because she's finally going to get to see Kuma. And she can't wait. And then everybody's like, "Damn, it's crazy that everybody's infatuated with you, but you don't have, like, we're not getting your attention. The only attention you have for is Kuma." And then we get a report saying that Ginny has been captured. So, guys, what did you guys think about the last chapter? Last piece of the chapter? And we'll start with Chris.
Yeah, what was I saying earlier? Okay, when I said I'm glad that happened to Kuma, it was because I wondered what his choice would have been if life was peaceful and Dragon showed up. Like, would he still have gone or whatever? But for the last couple of pages of the chapter, I'm worried. I'm worried because, like, what I was saying earlier about there's this thing that's gonna make Kuma snap. I feel like this is it. I feel like this is the beginning of what's gonna make Kuma just go crazy, and it's gonna give us the clarity of why he turned into a cyborg or why he just gave himself up. Whatever he did starts right here. This is the turning point, and I'm glad that Dragon clarified that he was in the Navy, spent some time in the Navy. I kind of thought it was cool that the tattoo that he has is wrapped around his leg. So I wish we had more information as to why that design, but I'm just saying it's the mark of the revolutionaries or just the revolution in general. Anything else? yeah, next chapter I feel like is gonna go crazy. Because what if that's a Kainu? Like, would that be a Kainu? Like, I'm just trying to figure out who captured her and what role. Like, what's gonna happen next?
All right, that'll be interesting too. Law.
So yeah, honestly, so I have a few takes on this actually. I thought it was very interesting, right? I liked how they keep playing back to what Ivankov says when he words, "Listen up, Kuma. If you're still the same man as that boy back then, like join us, fight for freedom, right? Because we all know that technically he's not now." Because he gave himself for the world government. You know, I was forgetting. It's like, how could you forget my face, right? So him saying that statement is showing that pretty much is kind of like writing wise. It's like if you're still that same person, you would fight for freedom because you're gonna help others. And what we did when we were kids, we're doing again, but on a grander scale. The same man. But now that's why going back to later on, Ivankov gets so shocked. Like you're basically not that same man anymore. Like there's no way you're like he even says it. Kuma would never side with the world government. He hates them. So now he's siding with them. It's like, so like you're not that same man anymore. And that's going what Chris was saying. What was the turning point that made him actually do this? Right. So now that was what I thought of there. And this one right here. Also, just to point out, I don't know why Dragon has 3 stars in there. That might mean something because I think he's the only one that has it. But Dragon mentioning that he was in the Navy, right? I guess some people kind of called that or suspected that, right? But it's saying that, you know, he didn't see the justice that they show, right, on their backs. But then Ivankov says something interesting, right? He says after that it's strange being at odds with the Navy because we're both in the line of business of helping people. Saying that we kind of have the same purpose or same goal. We want to help people, right? So that made me think, because even before this chapter, I was actually thinking more about Garp. You know, because I know what I said back then about Garp still stands, but then I started thinking of a different side of it, right? And then me and Lana were talking. I'm gonna say what you said because I liked it. I'm gonna tie it into what I said, right? Mm-hmm. And you made me think of, like, for example, right, what they chose. Like we see how Luffy, right? He's the liberator, right? And how kind of like we call him as in the that family, how they choose to do with people's freedom, right? Luffy and Dragon are kind of similar. As in, they kind of like help people gain their freedom, right? They help people, they help liberate. But the thing is, like, Dragon is the difference between Dragon and Luffy. Dragon's is more of a consistent fight for it, where Luffy's like, all right, I liberated you, and then now it's up to you, you know? Mm-hmm. But me and Lana were talking, we realized Garp chose a different way. He chose to protect people's freedom, right? Because ultimately, you look at the Marines, they're kind of like the police. They're supposed to help people. Yes, they're tainted by the world government, but that's what I always mention. We don't know how long the Marines have been in. Were they after the world government or were they before? And when they took over the world, they took over the Marines, right? But mainly, the Marines are supposed to protect people. Garp choosing to protect their freedom, right? So there's different aspects of what they're choosing to do. One's fighting for freedom, one's protecting their freedom. So it made me think of, right, we know Garp tried getting Dragon to join the Marines, but Dragon didn't like what he saw. Technically, we could think of Garp, what Dragon did, Garp should have did. But what if Garp, and we think of, we've seen what he's been doing, he's trying to recruit people. What if he's trying to recruit people to his side to protect people's freedom, right? Because he tried getting Dragon, he tried getting Ace, he tried getting Luffy, even 𝑠aobo, right? Because we all know the reason I'm saying this is because Luffy said it himself. If you have the big dream, the big goal to do something, like become Pirate King, Luffy says it, I cannot become Pirate King by myself. As strong as Garp is, he cannot change the Marines or change the world government or take over them by himself. You're not strong enough. Gold Roger couldn't become the Pirate King by himself. Luffy can't become Pirate King by himself. You kind of need an army. Dragon, what he's doing now, he's recruiting a mass army, because even when he says, right, he wants to make a mass army you got to think about not really to replace the Marines, but to kind of like fight for people's freedom all over the world. He wouldn't be able to do this by himself, but sadly, no one's taking Garp's side, right? So I'm thinking of, like, what if Garp, right? He's like, I'm trying to change it, and like, because even his I kind of view his best friend Sengoku. He's not really with Garp with his views and ideas. Sengoku kind of more agrees or kind of puts himself with the Celestial Dragons, so to speak. Like he fights for that. Because Garp is viewing her, but it's like, because the thing is, well, the reason I tie into what Ivankov said, the policing, because without this, right, you still have people, pirates or whatever, you still have laws and chaos. Without this order, right, like a kingdom represents order, authority, a government represents order. Without that, you could have anarchy, chaos. That's what Blackbeard's kind of produce, where everyone's for themselves. You do what you want, where people are suffering because people are with greed-wise. But if you have a policing where, like, no, order is set and this is what the right way of doing things. That's what's needed, because then people get taken advantage of, like these elderly people. Garp's trying to protect that and we saw that because he watched over the fishermen going to the reverie. So he's protecting people's freedom, but he needs help doing it because he's only one man. No matter what, you can't do it alone, especially when you have this powerhouse of the world government that rules over everything. So it made me think of, like, what if Garp is really just trying to recruit people's life to kind of change the Marines? Because also the values that he instilled in himself, that he had himself, he instilled in Kobe, and Kobe shares that with Garp. Yet, and he's trying to influence the younger generation because that's all he got right now. He goes, I can't do it by myself, but I need more people to try to take my side of the issue for protecting people's freedom. The only one that really showed that shares that Garp had is Kobe. So now Kobe's gonna take on the mantle of, like, trying to recruit people too. Right now he only has 𝗵𝗲𝘃. I know I'm saying 𝗵𝗲𝘃, and maybe Gruss or whatever them, maybe in the people he's influencing. But what I'm saying is, like, maybe because I'm thinking Garp couldn't draw the people to his side that he could have, but he drew one, and Kobe might be the one that was able to do what Garp couldn't. Recruit the people to help change the Marines from the inside. Because Fujitora is kind of doing that. I don't know how much they look, but he joined late. But Fujitora sees what Garp sees. This needs to change immediately. We need to abolish the 𝗍𝐶 Bukai thing because they're misusing the power. We have people like Crocodile, people like 𝗍𝐴𝐵. How is this good for the citizens we're trying to protect? And then I think Fujitora also said something interesting. I'm going to close up soon. Right, about, I think he took account of how many people we needed to save on 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Right? That's the way Marines should be, right? I feel like that's more fits Garp's and Kobe's and Fujitora's view, but there's not many like that in the Marines. So I think Garp is trying to protect people's freedom with the order that's established here because he knows most pirates. Yes, we see Luffy and them, they're good and they try to protect people, but most pirates are out for themselves. And not just pirates, we have bandits and other people that kind of take advantage of the weak, the people that can't fight for themselves. And that's why you kind of have people with Dragon, because it's not just the world government that's doing it. It's also like what Dragon saw at his hometown with Sabo. He goes, you even drew your own, a noble of one of your kind, to the brink where he wants nothing to do with it. He wants to be disowned by you. So that carries on. So I think Garp's trying to protect it. Dragon's trying to liberate. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
All right. Seb?
Yeah. So, one, it was always dope to see Ivankov, bro. You know, it was dope seeing the revolutionaries line up like that. I like seeing Ginny super hyped and happy. Lawrence touched base on Garp and the dragon thing. I always thought it was funny. When this chapter dropped, people kept pinging me to rip you about your dragon takes. And I was like, again, Larry's never, like, bashed Dragon in a, like, what he's trying to do is wrong. It's just that he hasn't shown anything on panel. Yeah. But it was funny because the joke came out that Dragon is everything you wanted Garp to be. And I started cracking up. I was like, yeah, Larry just has him on front. So it was funny to me. But that line was hard. I spent time in the Navy. I couldn't find any of the justice that they wear on their backs. It's true. And that's the thing. There's people like Garp. Lawrence was speaking to it. Maybe he has an alternative agenda or alternative mission, but there's people like Garp that are going to use the Navy and say, okay, this is the best we can do right now. So I'm going to stick to this justice and try to make the best of it. And there's people like Dragon that say, no, this isn't enough. If we're tolerating what the people above us are doing, we're not justice. We can't call ourselves justice. Lawrence brought up Fujitora, same thing. If I'm not actively striving to make changes to this system, I'm complicit. Dragon was not willing to be complicit. And that's why that is great characterization for him. I love that about him. It's just funny, like, they've been predicting that Dragon was a Marine for years. I feel like the second we heard about the guy and found out he was Luffy's father, it was, he's probably a Marine. Like, this is like one of those theories that came true 20 years or like 15 years later. But it's great. It's great how it was revealed to me even. And the point that Ivankov made about we're both just trying to help people. You are, right? The Marines are. That's their job. But like I just said, that complicity of allowing the atrocities that take place and trying to clean it up after the fact, or trying to cover things up even to protect the people at the top, you can't be a complicit and call yourself justice. So I applaud Dragon for that. It was dope seeing Ginny with the pants on even. You know what I'm saying? She's just dope. She looked her design is cool. She reminds me of the original design of Nami, the one that had the arm. You know, Kuma went back to the kingdom. Apparently, he goes back pretty often. I guess that's probably why he became the king at some point. As for who kidnapped Ginny, I really don't know how to say her name.
It's Ginny. Just think it's Jin.
Is Ginny? Okay. Whoever kidnapped her, I don't know. I didn't really look too deep into who it was. Knowing Oda, it's probably not any major character. I could be wrong. But it could devolve into a crazy situation like Chris was talking about. So, Dragon got the tattoo on his face. I think that puts to bed all the he got it from Garp stepping on his face theories, which is hilarious.
What? I have never heard
If you
that.
ever look at the bottom of Garp's shoe, it looks like Dragon's face tattoo.
I kind of thought
I've seen that before, yeah.
I thought that the beginning of the Freedom Fighters and the Revolutionaries was cool. They have a little different flag. They don't have their actual flag yet, right? So it's still early in their journey, right? They're not like the full Revolutionary Army just yet. So we'll see. Also, I don't know when Bonnie's supposed to be born, but like, what's up? Bonnie being a kid theories are very much in the play here. Clone theories too. I'm just not a huge fan of the clone stuff, but I can see it. I see a lot of people saying Bonnie is just Ginny. And yeah, people saying Bonnie is Ginny and Kuma basically had Vegapunk change her memories. Like, ate the Del fruit, did all this, and changed her memories so she wouldn't think that she was her. Like, who she is. Which gives all new meaning to Bonnie calling Kuma daddy. But we gonna move on, bro.
Okay.
We gonna move on.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Now, doesn't Ginny have freckles though?
She does.
Yeah, but I was gonna bring that up. Oda keeps taking them off.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know why, but he keeps doing it.
All right, Lionel.
You guys said a lot. I was thinking of what Leaving with Lawrence was saying with the freedom thing. Because if you look back to even with Vegapunk and Dragon were talking, when I looked at it, Dragon, they never said what year Dragon formed the revolutionaries. The freedom fighters. They never said what year he started. Because I know people saying that Dragon was an admiral during the time he was Marines. If you go by the age, because Dragon right now, he's 41 years old. So he had to be in the Marines when he was at max, a teenager to 20-something. Because like when he talked to Vegapunk around 24 years ago, he's already doing the freedom fighters. That's 24 years ago. I forgot how old he is there, but he's like in his 30s. So like clearly he was in the Marines in his 20s or whatever. We don't know for how long, but we know he's been there for a while at least. I did think that line was dope, but I was going back to what Vegapunk and Dragon were talking about, and pretty much Vegapunk says this, and that's why we keep on thinking of, like, we bring up the Marines, but if you notice that Dragon never talks ill-willed or bad about the Marines. He's always bad-mouthing or talking negatively or disgusted with who? With the Celestial Dragons in the world government. Because even Vegapunk says right here, Vegapunk pretty much says the world government is a massive organization, and within the Navy in particular, there are many reasonable people to be found. Do not lose sight of the goal, Dragon. And Dragon says angrily, but I know, but I admit. So he said, and what Ivankov says. So again, I don't know if Dragon's trying to make the Marines branch off from the world government, or if that's a goal, or trying to get some people on his side from the world government, because he could pretty much get his father and Fujitora. I don't know. But like the fact that he's not really targeting the Marines and he doesn't have any will, the fact that he actually agrees with Vegapunk that there's some good people there. Just you would just have the one that's holding the Marines back is the world government, and people like also like little people like Captain Morgan, who are like little glimpses of world government tyranny, who is a Marine officer but went to think I'm above people or I'm great. If you don't listen to me, I'm going to take your life. So we have little people like that in the Marines, but the whole bigger picture is the world government is like that, and the Marines are held back. Like you got, like Sebastian's saying that they can't fully protect people, they can't fully do good for the people because they have the world government giving them orders that they can't even fulfill. We see them multiple times when Halipo in the beginning told a Marine, throw this little girl over. He was like, yo, it's a little girl, do it, pretty much. And the guy had to fill that order. He didn't want to, but he had to do it because that's an order. We get orders. The world government is giving constant orders that the Marines constantly do not like or go against. Good example, 𝐽𝑒, we talked about. Even though he's the hitman, but he didn't want to take out 𝐴𝐴𝐵. He disagreed with it. But since the world government's giving the orders, they kind of have to do it. And that's what, again, I'm pretty sure Dragon probably saw had to do something like that. Like the world government gave him an order that he couldn't agree with. And that's probably the reason why he left. Saw how much they were mistreating people, and probably gave him an order. And that's what shows like the justice on his back. And I always wonder like, what is 𝗏's view of it? Like, what is because we already saw in the flashback that 𝗏 got upset pretty much that Dragon's becoming revolutionary. But my question is, 𝗏, do you know the reason why he's becoming revolutionary? It's not like he just became revolutionary just to do it. He clearly sees something that you also agree with, that disagree with the world government's orders. That you hate the world government. No, I don't say you hate the world government, but you hate the celestial dragons. So that's why I was like, that's why it goes with like what 𝗏 chose to do is to probably protect people's freedoms. Because again, like, because we see how long it's taken for Dragon. Yeah. Like, he doesn't have the mass power of 20 kingdoms that world had to give a finance. Like, Dragon's talking about finances. I could build an army, but I can't be as quick as them because I don't have 20 kingdoms or money, like backing me up. That's just taking me years. Mm-hmm. But as long as but it shows that even though it's taking a long time, Dragon is accomplishing something that nobody has done before. That he actually made a military power and army that the world government views as a legit threat, and they say that that's why Dragon's the most wanted person in the world. So I don't know if like what Dragon's gonna achieve his goal, but he's doing something in. Like, what's up?
Keep spitting, young man.
So, like, but I just, hold on, I lost my thought. But, so I just find it interesting that pretty much with the Marines, though, like, and that's how I always think of the Marines. I think we're going to come to a point where majority of them might start siding with 𝗏, or there is going to be a fraction differentiate that the Marines are going to eventually break off with the government, because it's probably going to be a point where we can't just keep taking these orders that we disagree with. Because Kobe should remember at the same time. That's why Kobe had that reaction with the Marine for the war, because he disagreed with Akainu. So again, that's what's like. Kaino's also like Captain Morgan, what he's willing to do. So it's just crazy, honestly. But I really believe like there is going to be a rebellion in the Marines against the world government. I believe so, because even Smoker shows that too, with the whole Alabasta thing.
Yeah.
So, like, do you have different people showing signs of wrongness that they don't like what the world government's doing? We just need more act on it, and hopefully we would get it.
Reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. Remember that?
Yeah. I think that's it. Also, but yeah, and I'm gonna say Luffy's around this time though. Luffy's, I think, I don't know, but Luffy's alive. He should have. So this is actually debunks kind of like Ginny being Luffy's mom, because she only has eyes for Kuma, and even though they're around, like they're together, but I don't think.
Say the age that Dragon had Luffy.
Dragon had Luffy at 36.
Yeah.
So like, I'm getting he's 41 now, and like, again, just because Ginny's in the world in Revolutionaries, they could have got together. Clearly showing that that's not the case, like at all. But yeah, but also I'm thinking of if the world government did capture Ginny, what would be the reason? Like, why would they clone her? Or, like, why would they clone her for any specific reason? Because she didn't seem, like, that special or that, like, she's not a Kaido. She's not something really significant for the world government to really... The only way is to probably bargain or stop the revolutionaries. But there's no way for them...
Or to infiltrate them. Say you capture a captain of the Revolutionary Army, you clone them and plant them in there as like a, like 𝘚𝑠i kind of thing. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, but why would VODS do that?
Oh, I don't think it's happened. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that would be the reason.
But also, 𝗏𝐽𝐿 wouldn't know who Ginny is.
He might. I don't know how. O'Hara's already happened, right?
Yeah.
He's already talked to Dragon. So
Yeah, that's before Ginny joined.
I have one question. This is small.
But that just means that they've been in contact since then, right? He could have very well met her.
Oh, good. Do you guys actually think that Ginny and Ivankov are actually brothers and sisters, or
No.
she's just calling him bro out of like?
I think she just called him that.
She just calling him bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they just knew each other like from a very young age, and they've been through so much. It's like, hey, that's my brother.
Okay.
Facts.
I'm done. Yeah.
For me, shout out to Ivankov, MVP of the Revolutionaries. Without Ivankov, the Revolutionaries never get to where they are. You can have Dragon as the figurehead. That's cool. He can have the ambition. He can have the goal. Can he accomplish it by himself? Absolutely not. Does he need somebody like Ivankov? Absolutely. Ivankov is the one that actually recruited Ginny and Kuma.
Yeah.
Dragon ain't do that. So, it's very special to see the Revolutionaries pre-sales with the X, because it reminds me of Luffy and Alabasta to Vivi, which is really cool. I hope that's like a callback, if so. Here's the thing, right? I know a lot of people get at me because of my dragon take and my Garp take. And this is where like people always fail to realize what I'm actually talking about, even though I say it bluntly, but your bias and your hate for whatever I'm saying gets in your way, right? So what I'm saying is I respect certain parts of characters, and then when they're not proven with evidence and only narration, that's the problem I have with. So it's never an accurate, you're never accurately pinpointing where a person is in the story just through narration. If that was so, then Luffy would be the strongest character of all time and would be the most successful hero of all time, because we know what he's going to accomplish. The same reason why Blackbeard, even though he scarred Shanks 12 plus years ago, still got one shot by Magellan, but people think he's top one in the verse. That doesn't make sense, right? So you can't always just base your assumptions off narration. For me, like Lionel stated with so much factual stuff he said in that. He said the reason why Dragon isn't number one in a verse, or Dragon, you can't pinpoint him top 10 or top 5, is because his title as the world's most dangerous criminal isn't based off strength. It's based off influence. It's the same reason why Buggy is a Yonko. It's not based off strength. It's based off influence. So if you have enough influence, you're a direct competition to the world government, more so than Kaido would be, right? Kaido is not directly initiating kingdoms to overturn the world government's control. He's not doing that. He's building his own control, his own little country, to combat whatever he wants. But he's not directly going after the people and threatening them. That's the difference between people like Dragon and Kaido. Also, there's no feats to Dragon. He's barely done anything, right? At every point that we've seen in the story so far, we can credit him to being like, oh, you're the leadership of what's happening. But necessarily, you haven't contributed as much as we tend to see. So for me, yes. Does he do what Garp doesn't do? Absolutely. I respect Dragon's character, but his strength has yet to be revealed. And you can guess whatever you want about him. Go ahead. I don't care. But I know relatively right now, he's going to be strong. People forget, like, I think he's going to be strong. But where you consider him strength-wise is the problem I have. Because now you're considering him top 1, top 5. We don't know. If so, we have how many people are top 5 right now? We have more narration for him.
It's a crowded 5.
It's a crowded 5. People like to put all this emphasis on Mihawk, right? And then we have Shanks. And then we have Im. Then we have the Gorosei. Then we have Aokiji, Akainu. Blackbeard, Luffy. Like, there's people in this category that I can literally say holds more narration than Dragon does. So it's never about me saying like Dragon is the worst. He's gonna be phenomenal. But when is he gonna be phenomenal? We just don't know. So hop off, bro. Pop it out your mouth. Ginny, she's the former captain of the Eastern Forces of the Revolutionary. The current standing captain is 𝗵𝗏𝗍𝗍, which is kind of cool because I like 𝗵𝗏𝗍𝗍's design. Also, Ginny kind of had sort of the same pants as Bonnie, right? Like, didn't Bonnie have like some striped shorts
She did,
when she got first revealed?
She had some pants like that too when she fought Blackbeard and she got captured by him.
Yeah, when she kicked him in the face when she
Yeah.
was chained up and he fell on all fours bleeding. Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. I'm with Sebastian. I'll be honest. I'm not a very big fan of the clone theory. I just don't want there to be multiple clones. I hope it's just that Kuma and her had a daughter. She ate the age fruit and she aged herself up. That would be completely fine with me. I think if we're gonna make clones of people all the time, it's not gonna be good, bro.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's Clone
I don't
Wars.
like
Yo,
the clone
plus
theory
it like dabbles in like they did have a section where they were happy together. Where they
Yeah.
had a kid. Like y'all like or robbing Kuma of even that. Like he not even getting that with this clone theory.
Y'all worse than Celestial Dragon. Y'all worse than Celestial Dragon.
Let Kuma get down, bro.
I will say this though, there is a theory about what Dragon's Devil Fruit may be. It's been going around for a little bit now, probably like a month and a half. I think it's an excellent theory. I can't tell you all of it. But it seems that if mythical Zoans tend to slightly transform into their Zoan, right? You know, we can say that Dragon, when he ate his devil fruit, gained the tattoo on his face. So he might have eaten a devil fruit, he might have not. I don't know, but I'm with Chris. I think the next chapter is gonna be crazy. I think the next chapter, whatever we see, is, you know, Oda. He's on all 6 gears right now. He's flying. Go ahead.
No, I remember that. I don't know if you want me to bring it up though, Sebastian. I thought of the theory you were talking about. Remember with the armor with the Sasaki thing or whatever.
Oh, the
guy-
the burn scar man is
Yeah.
the admiral, the unknown admiral.
But I also thought of. Remember he said because he kind of was upset with somebody. What if it's Dragon?
It's possible.
Could be.
Because they're the same. Because Dragon kind of the same exact age. They probably could have joined the Marines together,
Yeah.
or because they're around that time.
You think they were like rivals or something
Yeah. It's part of the theory I was putting together.
Did
But,
it?
that you was putting together?
yeah. It's been a while, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been slacking.
Yeah, that's how I thought it would come out already.
Shut up, Lionel. But yeah, no, in the SBS, Akainu basically says, or Oda says that Akainu has a vendetta against somebody for betraying an oath. Leaving the Marines is very possible to bleed into betraying the oath that we took
Yeah.
together as Marines. So,
He's taking out on Luffy. That's why he wants to take
yeah.
him.
Yeah. So 100%, bro.
Another Danchin job. That's crazy.
100%. But Burn Scar Man is an unknown Navy admiral. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, we're done with the chapter. Really good chapter. For all of you that are here currently, I just want to say thank you to everybody on TikTok. Thank you to people on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you to everybody in the YouTube live chat that's hating me right now for my take about Dragon because they can't take the truth because it unfortunately offends their head cannons and their glass cannons and whatever else you think it is.
No, I agree.
But listen, you know, we're going to get into phone calls right now, if you guys don't mind. But hold on, we have super chats.
A few, yeah.
All right,
Not
let's
too many.
answer super chats. We don't have too many, and then we're gonna get into phone calls. Marv will put the phone number in chat, and for all the new people that are watching, you will be able to call once Marv puts the phone number in chat. Before the phone number is put into chat, you will not be able to be picked up. I know a lot of you try to do that, and Marv has to like do too many things at one time. So if you want to ask Chris some questions too, even though he's not in studio, he can still hear you. So if you want to ask him, I would suggest, you know, tell him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right.
We gonna see, right?
Yeah. So let's super chats.
Yeah, we got 5 from Roanoa Chris, the mod. It says, I wish y'all watched the anime with crying emoji. Shank's Wi-Fi hockey is insane. But anyway, dope stream per usual, y'all. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
We got another Nakama status membership from Rednant. Thank you so much for becoming a Nakama. Enjoy the emojis that come with Nakama status. We got another 5 from Luffy Nick. It says, did I just hear Larry compliment Dragon? Hardest line in the chapter.
Yo, that line was crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. People think like you're just gonna be biased all the time. Like that's not what the agenda even is, right? It's just not even. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. BetterHelp.com/CLPT.
Yeah. We got another 10 from Rednan. It says, man, if people don't love Kuma from these past 2 chapters, then they don't have souls. Hashtag Buggy Gang, hashtag Sebbe, hashtag Larry Dome coming in like a wrecking ball, hashtag DILF of the year.
That ain't torture. That's not.
That's definitely towards Lord.
CD!
Yo.
Yo.
Big W's in the chat for CD. I know they were throwing it out earlier. We got not 10, not 20, not 30, but 40 gifted memberships from Celestial Donkey,
Yes.
a.k.a. the boy.
For everybody that has a membership, please throw up the straw hat fist with
Yes.
the straw hat fist emoji that only you could throw up. Thank you so much, CD.
Yes, for those of y'all.
Thank you, CD.
Huh?
Nothing.
We got another 5 from Bryce Earlinger. It says, been listening on Spotify for a bit after peeping y'all on TikTok. Catching my first live. Much love, y'all. Love the content. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
Bryce.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, always good to hear from you.
Yeah, we be wilding out.
A little bit. We got another 5 from Brady Gentry. It says, first time catching y'all live. I'm a bit late, but glad to be here. Larry says it's a family channel, but always the first to say something out of pocket.
100%.
I got no comment. No comment.
Thank you for not calling me out.
Yeah, because you definitely started it. Like this.
Yo, right, Chris?
I feel like
We didn't
with
even
this
get-
episode, you definitely started it.
Yo,
that's all
we didn't
me,
even
bro.
get past the reader request.
Bro, we didn't even get on the stream yet, and I was wild. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. We got another 5 from Brady Gentry. It says, like the stream. Yes, like the stream, y'all.
Yes.
It says, hashtag Larry has W takes. Hashtag Seb hates Fishman. Hashtag Lionel doesn't exist. He's right there. Hashtag Lawrence D. Dilf. And hashtag Zeus mad sus.
Zeus.
Zeus? Who's Zeus?
Like Nami's Zeus? No, that's not Zeus. Is that Zeus? But Nami's Cloud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I don't know what that's about. I don't.
Who's Zeus?
We got another 5 from Taters. It says, love the show. Week after week, it never fails to entertain.
Oh,
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Taters. And then another 1 month membership, or 1 gifted membership. I wonder who got it. From Strahd the mod. What's up, Strahd? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Strahdy.
Whoever got the gifted membership, throw a W in the chat for Strahd. And then another 2 from Seraceum. It says, favorite super chat of the day with eyes. It's yours, Seraceum. It's definitely the Yak model Latina. That was Pete.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gotta love our Latinas.
yeah, you know, Cardi model.
Oh, that's all the soups for now.
Yeah. I think I was gonna say she's Latina, but I don't think she is. The chick make me when
Tyler, she's African.
Oh, she's African?
Yeah, she's fire, bro.
I have no comment.
Yeah,
All
she's
right.
fire. We got another super chat.
She's African?
Tyler, yeah, she's. I don't know where. She might be South African. We got another 10 from Bazillion Volleyballs. It says, how do we know that Black Lightning is Conqueror's Haki coding? Was it stated in the manga? I thought the only way to tell if it was 2 Conquerors clash is they don't touch each other. Thanks.
No, so there's like 4 forms of Conqueror's hockey, and Oda likes to play loose with them.
Yeah, well, Oda be.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to tell with the Black Lightning right now because there's a couple people that do the Black Lightning but don't have Conqueror's hockey.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you could use Black Lightning with even this Bosuku, the Haki.
Yeah.
Lightning.
And then people leave it up to sound effects, but that's not true either.
Don't use sound effects.
Yeah,
bro.
don't use sound effects.
People was telling me Sanji got Conquerors.
They were telling
because
they
of
was
swish, bro.
Yo, listen.
Wow,
The
I
only,
love Sanji,
the only
chill out.
time I was like, yeah, was when they said Anel used the
Come
sound
on,
effects.
bro.
And I was like, yeah, Anel got Conqueror's
Nah,
hockey. No,
bro.
I know
Come on.
it.
You gotta
That's the
show
only
sound
time I've been
effects,
down for it.
But leakage from the thing that they're using to
You be
code-
leaking?
Come on, man.
So,
Conquerors.
We
What
did
happened?
get another 5 gifted memberships from Strahd the Mod. Thank you so much, Strahd.
Thank you, Strahd.
Love you, bro.
Thanks, Strahd.
Bye.
All right.
It's all soups.
All right, guys. Phone call time. Let's get into it. Marv, put the phone number in chat.
Our feature press.
You ruined that, Marv.
I mean, we could try again.
And now,
You really ruined that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, this is Andrew.
What up, Andrew?
Hey,
Yo, bro, you got the
Andrew?
bat line, bro.
Yo, how
you
you
and Marv, you
always
paying
get in?
Marv off, bro.
No. I mean, I don't even know how I get in here, so
Glad you are, though. What's up, man? Talk to us.
I'm doing good. Yo, but just more of my question, just 2 things I want to say regarding this chapter. Yo, anytime that Kuma does that like ability, like the pop up route, I just immediately think of the song "Smack That."
That's
Andrew, bro.
actually Oda told me that's actually playing in Kuma's mind when he does it.
It's just Akon.
Yeah.
Young Jesus.
Listen, y'all see Ginny, bro.
Yeah, and another thing is just regarding to when Kuma was thinking about his dad, and when the first thing I said was like, "Hey, don't get married, son. Your mom left me for the doctor."
Yo, Chris, we gotta tell you about that one, bro. It was a wild, it was a wild day on the TOPT.
Yo, you think Kuma doesn't clap because his dad's name is Clap? And he got clapped?
It's like infinite. It's infinite.
And that's why he won't clap on, I was about to say.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm done.
So for my question, now since we learned more about Kuma's abilities, now with going to with nothing happened with Zoro, do you think Zoro would have survived like Kuma's bubble if he never demonstrated his ability? You know, like when he gave him like a little taste of his ability, if he never explained it, do you think Zoro would have lived?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a little more. I'm gonna say the reason why I believe yes is because I think throughout the show they show that the stronger your will, you'll be able to survive things that would normally take you out, and especially if you're a conqueror. Like stuff that you should be like your conqueror kind of keeps you conscious or alive. Prime example is like Zoro, nothing happened, but also Odin and the boiling pot. What normal, like they say all the time, like it's not normal. People would normally pass from this, but if you have a strong will, especially at conquerors, it allows your will to strengthen you to overcome this or conquer this trial where you could survive it.
Yeah, and even with Whitebeard, when he getting half his face taken off by Kaido, like he's had the will to keep on going after that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Chris?
Or Garp when, Ace he had the will to keep going.
What's wrong with you, Chris?
We talking about wills, like Garp has a strong will because on a serious note, Garp's will is strong because like his son, Aokiji, Ace, Luffy, everybody just kind of like left him, failed him in a sense. So he didn't give up. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say like this is about Zoro. I heard Garp and I'm just like, wait.
Oh, but to answer your question, would Zoro have survived that? I don't know because I felt like the initial explanation and the hit kind of prepared him more as opposed to if he just went in there. Like maybe he would have. I think he would have survived, but he wouldn't have been standing up.
He's a conqueror, bro.
Zoro been alright.
Listen, bro, I saw Zoro eat a rice ball with dirt on it, and he ain't need no water after that. I think he gonna be good. He been to Popeyes. Nah, he doesn't go to Popeyes. He doesn't go to Popeyes.
Hey, this Zoro go to Popeyes, man.
And also,
he be fighting people.
For all y'all buggy, fans, he took that buggy ball in his sleep.
Like,
Yeah,
while
he was unconscious.
He
when
was
that happened,
sleeping
right?
and just wrecked through the whole thing. He just got up like it was nothing.
And then Buggy poked him and he took a knee. Crazy.
Yeah. That's One Piece for you.
My only weakness.
Damn.
Andrew, what about you? You think you would have survived?
Yeah, I think he would absolutely survive because one of my friends was debating me on this, saying he wouldn't because he tried to give it like a real world explanation. It's kind of like, you know, when someone tells you, "Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face," but you're not gonna like know at the moment, but you can prepare yourself for that. Like, yeah, if you get what I mean. But I'm just like, yeah, he's a conqueror, and so like I feel like he would be able to get through the situation, even if he did not know Kuma's ability.
Word. I agree.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, because like Zoro is just very much difficult. He's a difficult opponent. They're very difficult when it comes to like facing opponents. And I doubt that Kuma's bubble, while extremely painful, I doubt he would still live through it. And also with Zoro, I know I won't get too long with this, but if I know he's a Buccaneer, you know, Zoro's about to get his get back. He's like, "Hey, you're the last race, got it." He's like, "King, now you? Okay,
Told
bet."
me that.
Oh man.
You shouldn't have told me
Yeah.
that. You shouldn't have said that.
He's like, "Luffy, I got this."
Luffy gonna be like, "Yo, we don't need to fight him.
Now we do.
Nah, we're good.
Sure? You don't remember?
Like,
Oh, okay.
He's on our side. No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's like, "Has he been on our side?"
Andrew, appreciate the call, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
no problem, man.
Thank
Also,
you, Andrew.
Emu Gang.
Emu Gang.
No.
Marv, hang up on that.
Emu game.
It's the new hashtag. It's like, Emu Gang.
I hope not.
That's wild.
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay, fine, Buggy Gang.
Luffy about to come through and on all y'all.
Oda a good enough writer to make Emu a sympathetic figure at some point, man.
Nope.
Just wait on
Like,
it. Just wait on it, man. Emu
he said, "I
Gang.
did it." He said, "I did it for my family."
My family.
Yeah, Larry.
I did it for the.
What if he did it all for
Okay.
his fam, bro?
Yeah, y'all have a good day. Yeah, no, wait, I didn't hear you. Sorry, what was that?
Sorry. Have a good one, Andrew.
See you later, Andrew.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
My people good.
You don't have to.
Emu Gang?
Emu Gang is crazy.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
What's up, bro? My name is Justin.
Justin,
Man,
what
I've been
up,
watching
man?
y'all for a long. Man, what's up, bro? I've been watching y'all for a good little while, man. Y'all been doing a great job. I love y'all podcast. Let me say that first.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you.
bro.
Appreciate
Appreciate you,
that.
man. Yo, you gotta love Chris too, bro.
I mean, you don't have to, but I appreciate it.
Like, I don't know him, man.
But I wanted to ask y'all about this theory, man. What y'all think about the princess from Amazon Lily? You know, Boy Hancock's grandmother, I guess you say. Her and Kaido having Yamato.
Oh, Gloriosa, or Gloriosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kaido. Listen, man, it's possible, bro. Kaido was out here, and he was handsome, and she was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I just think.
I think it's possible. Personally, I like to think that Rox is the person that she was in love with. And that's why she came and joined the crew and was following after him and everything. Like, the way I look at it, she didn't seem to have eyes for Kaido at all. Like, Kaido was behind her. Yeah. That's just not how the love hurricane, love sickness thing seems to go. Like, if Luffy and Hancock are in the same situation or same area, her eyes are on Luffy. Her focus is on Luffy. It doesn't matter what some other guy is doing right now. It doesn't matter if it's Rox. It doesn't matter if it's Roger. It doesn't matter if it's Whitebeard. It doesn't matter who it is. That's the focus, right? So, like, she was going after Rox. Kaido was in the back.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I've never seen it. People have said it, and you're not the first person I've heard say it. I get it, timeline wise, kind of matches up. I just don't see that.
They said that Yamato was born in Wano, but there's never mention Gloriosa even being referenced or to Wano. I mean, yeah, I know it's like One Piece is broad, like she travels with the rocks and stuff, but they said that for Yamato to be born Gloriosa to be with Kaido, she would have to go in Wano and stay for some time and give birth to Yamato, then eventually just leave and never go back.
Or they were conceived on the ship, and when they dropped Kaido off, she was like, yo, I'm gonna stay here, give birth real quick. And then she was out.
Real quick. Just, I'm gonna bounce after.
That's your problem, dog.
Take care of your kid.
I got what I wanted.
I gotta go back to the snakes.
My love sickness cured.
Even though you're a serpent in a way, because you're a dragon.
Kaido gave that weak D, and she was like, I'm out. I'm done.
I was gonna say, come on.
Seriously. Family show.
Yeah.
He ain't had to end the conversation.
Stupid, yo.
I'm gonna shut up.
We thought you was a dragon.
Why he hang up, bro?
Yo, our fault, yo.
Yo, my bad. Yo. Sorry, we should have been so dumb. He hung up.
He like,
We got carried away.
he had like a real theory.
Yeah. He was like, yo, they make it. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece song. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, it's Lee.
Is who?
My name's Lee. From
Lee?
Dallas, Texas, man.
Your name is
Yeah.
Lee? Oh,
Can you
Lee?
hear me?
Yeah, you got something on in the background. We can't really hear you, bro.
Oh. How about now? Can y'all hear me, man?
Yeah. What's your name, bro?
Way better.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
What up? What
Show
up?
love, man. No.
Hello?
Did you fall?
He's talking, I think.
I can't hear you, bro. I think something happened to your phone, bro.
Yeah, it was right before you
it
got.
sounds like you dropped it and you're like far away from it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I believe in him.
I believe. Oh, yeah.
He was good before. I don't know what
He
happened.
said he believed.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece song. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, this is Robert. How's it going, guys?
What's up, Rob? How's it going, brother?
Cool. So, I've been looking through a couple of your videos, and I've been trying to see if anybody else has been talking about this. But like you said earlier in the podcast, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So our destination is heading to, obviously, Last Hill. But how are we going to get there? Roger has attempted, and we all know that Buggy and Toki, they all got sick. But why is that? So I was thinking, what are devil fruit users? Obviously, their weakness, the seawater. And people have been using like seawater and use them as weapons, like smoker swords or bullets or cages, handcuffs. So I was thinking that maybe somebody either made something and used maybe seawater in the air, and nobody really noticed because Roger didn't have a fisherman on his crew. Well, I think so. He doesn't have a fisherman in his crew.
He does have one.
He does?
Yeah.
His name is Sunbound.
Because in my head, I was thinking that, the way the Straw Hats were going to get to Fishman Island was Jinbei probably figuring out that there's seawater in the air, which is why the Devil Fruit users, they couldn't make it there. So how did the Straw Hats get to Fishman Island if Devil Fruit users can survive in the seawater? Well, they had a bubble. So maybe in order for them to get to Last Tail, they might coat their... Well, since my theory is now wrong because Roger did have a fishman.
My fault.
So I don't know. I was just thinking that maybe they could coat their boat back in the bubble, flow over to Last Tail, and that completes our journey there. What are you guys' thoughts?
A few thoughts. One, I think that's too simple. No offense, but I think the limitation to get to Lafto or should be something a little more extreme than like you can coat your ship with a bubble, right? Like they did that to get to Fishman Island. Basically every pirate that's ever been to the New World has done that. I don't think that's enough of a barrier to get to Laugh Tale, in my opinion. And the seawater thing, I think it's interesting that it might be emitting seawater, but Roger seemingly never had a devil fruit. So I don't think the sickness, like him getting sick, ties in the same way Buggy and Toki or whatever. So I don't know. I'd like to think that the seawater or the need for a fishman exists. Maybe not directly with Raftel, but possibly with Lodestar. I think we talked about this before on the podcast, where like maybe the Burn Scar Man is a fisherman that's guarding it, and the only reason why Roger was able to get the information was because he had Sunbelt with him. Luffy would have Jinbei; he'd be able to emulate that. Most other crews don't. But in general,
and they gotta brand themselves in order to take off that Sun Pirate, the slave tattoo.
I mean that maybe, but
Burn Scar. In
general, I just think there needs to be a more difficult obstacle than you just have to coat your ship. Personally, my fault.
Word. I understand. It was just like the idea, like why was it only Buggy and Toki that really got sick? You know, them being devil fruit users. You know, me and my buddies were just thinking about what are the common enemies, you know, their weaknesses. Obviously, it would be seawater. You know, unanimous to every devil fruit users. So you know, we were just thinking, you know, maybe seawater evaporated into the air. Who knows?
So you're saying like only a fishman can realize when the air is moist?
Yeah, or not necessarily moist, but you know, has seawater contents in it.
Robin and
well, you know, that was my take. Love you guys. Good podcast as always. And if you're watching and you haven't hit the like button, I mean, what are you really doing?
Facts, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob. Speak them facts.
Talk your ish, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
Like the stream, man.
Yes,
Rob says so.
Fellas, be safe. Take care.
Yeah, you too, brother. Thank you. Talk to you later.
Rob. Call again.
I'm mad you got away with that.
I wasn't gonna say that, bro. I've been wilding all stream.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, fellas, how's it going? It's Brendan Miller.
Hey,
what up, Brendan? How's it going,
what's
bro?
Up? Been a while.
Hanging out. I actually did want to say that last caller's idea, pretty cool one. I was actually thinking, what if the reason they were getting sick is if the entire island is made of, what's it called? Sea stone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, that's besides the point. Reason I was calling in, I had a theory I was thinking of about God's Valley. I sent it to Seb on Discord. Also, dived into the Discord for the first time this week. That was like the Wild West. Jeez. I was like, yo, this is what these guys got to deal with. Like, but yeah, so basically, this is a couple chapters back now, but the theory I had in mind was that God Valley, we might be having a bit of a Jon Snow similar situation where Rox isn't going there, and he wasn't jumping off the ship first to go after any of the devil fruits per se, but he was going after, obviously, the thing they took from his island. And I was trying to think of something that would be that important. And I was thinking maybe it might be, since Shanks is on the island and that's where they found him, maybe his son, Shanks, who he had with a celestial dragon, specifically the Garland family, hence why the Holy Knights went and took him or whatever. And basically that the reason Shanks was in that chest and given to Roger was because Rox hid him in there to get him off the island and kind of held everyone else off. And that's why we haven't seen Rox, because he passes away fighting off all the Holy Knights or something along those lines. I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts or ideas.
That's cool. I like it. Because Garland can have like a sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't see why, if he was going after the devil fruits, why no one else would be rushing like right behind him per se. It kind of seemed like they were going in different directions. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah, because how did Big Mom get there before him?
Mm-hmm.
She can fly.
She can. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she can fly.
The thing is pretty cool. I actually thought of something adding to it a little bit because I told Lawrence this, like, pretty much. You know how Garb mentioned that Roger like took down kingdoms because he was angry, whatever. I actually thought, like, what if God Valley was kind of part of it? Like, that's when the Garp saw Roger go crazy because Rocks passed away and the means of it and like the way it went about. That not saying that Roger took down God Valley, the kingdom, like directly, but he was part of the cause of why God Valley going down. And you know, and that would be like Rocks having a son and how he passes and what happens. I could see kind of much, you know, that happening. And like Roger taking Shanks, you know, under his, like, you know, taking Shanks, but also help destroying the kingdom because of Rocks.
Even at the end of the last chapter,
Oh, sorry.
even at the end of the last chapter, not this one, but the chapter before, Rocks does say, "Out of my way, Roger."
Mm-hmm.
So he's not trying to fight Roger. He's trying to go after something else.
Yeah.
So that might be like, yo, I'm here to get my kid, bro. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah.
I like that because I never liked the idea of Rocks being like this evil. However they depicted him, I really felt like, I mean, it is propaganda. Like, I feel like everybody could agree that how they're painting Rocks is not what he is. But now that I'm thinking of it, like, that's a good point. What if Rocks and Roger, like, they were cool but not cool? You know what I mean? Like, they were competing, but it wasn't anything personal. And yeah, like, the more I hear about Rocks, the more I'm comfortable in believing that he wasn't what they're saying he was. And now that I'm thinking about it more, that whole Garp teamed up with Roger to take down Rocks thing, I don't think Garp did shit. I don't think in regards to Rocks, what if Garp was fighting the Holy Knights or something? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Chris really headcanoning now.
I don't know. This is just, I don't believe what they say about Rocks, and I want to believe in Garp. Yeah,
it could be that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, no, that was it.
No, I was gonna say it could be that. For example, you know how, like you said, the agenda. That the reason why Garp doesn't speak about it because what if it's obviously a lie, or it's just like, I don't speak about it because you made me seem like I teamed up with Roger to fight Rocks, but that's not what happened. So I don't speak about it because you guys without against my will, you guys just spread it out there, but I didn't agree with that. That's not what happened. You know, I went there. I went to go fight because obviously Garp is gonna be. There's no way Garp's there and not, you know, fighting. And we saw that glimpse of he was fighting, but we don't know exactly what the story went down. But we all know that the world government did twist something and put it out there.
Yeah, I do think he did something very heroic. I do believe that because you can't make that propaganda. There were soldiers there; they could speak about it, but the context in which things happened, no, I don't think that Garp teamed up with Roger to take down Rocks. I don't think that at all. I don't know what that part is. I do really believe that Garp did something heroic, but I think, I don't know. I don't believe what they say about Rocks. And every time they mention it, I feel more comfortable in saying that, and I'm happy about it.
That's real. I just gotta say, Brendan, I thought you was going by Coach now, bruh.
Yeah. I gotta put out an alias out there. Yeah. I'm gonna be calling in saying Coach from now on. But the other part I really liked about that I forgot to mention was it also kind of mirrors why Roger felt so comfortable leaving Ace with Garp. Because he had his rival like in more of a desperate situation than I'd say Roger was. Roger could kind of plan his, you know what I mean? Where he was like, yo, just because we didn't always see eye to eye, like this guy trusted me with his kid, you know what I mean? Like kind of thing. Right. So I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, Garp says, Roger says something surprising to me, which is I thought it was just crazy because proving to your point, he says to Garp, I trust you like I would my own crew.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild because this is someone that's been trying to capture you or record you for like how long? But you trust this man as if he's your own crew?
And Roger was wrong.
Trusting Garp
was wrong.
Trusting Garp is a wild decision
Garp
out
still
there.
has a chance for redemption. Y'all have been hard on Garp. Give him a little bit more time, yeah.
He had time.
We gotta get back.
He an old man with gray hair.
No, I agree with you.
Time has been had.
I agree with you, Coach. I said it earlier. I agree with you. We got to get his reason why, and I believe like he's.
I don't care, bro. You soft.
Coach, I did put a poll in the chat. Is Shanks One Piece's Jon Snow? And so far, about 60% of people said yes. So you're winning the hearts of the folks, bro.
Yeah, the crown jewel was the heir to the island, man. That's why they didn't want their blood out in the world. They wanted to keep them a CD. So that's basically what I was thinking. But
put me in, coach.
Every time y'all say CD, my mind just goes like GD, and I'm like, yo, what?
Oh, Lamb Ron, man. You feel me?
I'd have to keep reminding myself Celestial Dragons.
But coach, appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
100%. Appreciate you guys. One last thing. Buggy Gang.
It's so crazy, bro.
I'm so happy Buggy Gang is still alive, bro.
Yo, it's been so long.
It's been 2 years. I said it so randomly one time.
Hey, what's going on? This is Lyra from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, what's up? This is Winston.
Winston! Hey, what's up, Winston?
We got Coach and
What's
Winston. Let's go.
Okay, so
Yo, we get it, Nick.
my question is, remember when the Gloriosa were talking about another great cleansing?
Mm-hmm.
So, what if they bring back the hunting game that the Celestials had? It wouldn't be smart because it didn't work, but the government doesn't really care. You know that, right? Like, they'll do whatever they want. Anyways, if they do bring it back, I think the Straw Hat going to stop it would be pretty cool.
Can I add on to it?
People might not like it because it might be too like related. Like, oh, Straw Hat do the same thing that Rogers crew did.
I have a dope idea from that. Just a kangaroo pouch. What if the government initiates martial law and tells all the countries that they could hold their own type of hunting ground to combat the revolutionary and also to combat the pirates wreaking havoc? So they're like, yo, just go off.
I'm sorry, like a worldwide cleansing?
Yeah,
that's what
Yeah.
Worldwide hunting competition.
Yes.
If you could take over, you can become a king of your nation kind of
Yes.
thing. Listen, with what Buggy's doing right now,
that would be crazy.
because Buggy's doing bounty, like Crossskill's doing bounties on Marines, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can combat that with this. Like, oh well, you can do this instead, right? Like this is your incentive to stay with us versus hunt our people.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild.
You let the people take care of themselves.
Dragon gonna have a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with.
I could see this happening.
I mean, he'd finally do something.
Because that's going to trigger the war, the final ending war.
Yeah.
Like, them doing this would trigger, all right, we have to act now.
You would get Luffy and Dragon teaming up.
And Sword would have to choose what they would want to do.
You know what's crazy? You said kangaroo pouch. Like Lauren said, like there's been foreshadowing, right, for the whole time. Where Lauren said, like, Kuma was foreshadowed with the nothing happened with Zoro. And Lionel brought up Odin. And you brought up Emu and Dofi. Did Dofi not basically do this on Dressrosa? Where he said, yo, I'm putting bounties on all these peoples. Y'all can survive. Y'all got to take them out. It's not the exact same, but if you're supposed to elevate it to the next level.
Yo, this would make One Piece crazy, dog.
It's just a lot.
This would be crazy.
It's just a lot.
And I actually more see it because Doflamingo, we already said Doflamingo is the foreshadow of 𝐸, like the whole world and everything.
And you know what's crazy? Because everybody's already in their mind, like it's gonna be the world government, right, versus Blackbeard and Luffy probably teaming up, and then Dragon helping out the same way Whitebeard did at Marineford, and they'll, carry on their backs or whatever, and Luffy will now be able to do something. You knock that away if every island is wreaking havoc upon itself.
Yo, and Enel did it too.
That's what I was gonna say.
I just hit me. Enel did it too.
Because I said Enel and Doflamingo.
Enel did it with his priests.
Yeah, he said, yo, this is the trials, and then it was like, yo, only X amount of people will survive.
Yeah.
Only X amount of people can become kings of whatever. Like whoever survives.
He's gonna take Nami with him.
Yo, this would be crazy.
This is kind of wild,
That's
bro.
what I said. Enel and Dofi foreshadowed 𝐸, and they both did something similar. So
Yo,
Winston,
Chris, what you think, bro?
That's crazy.
Yeah, yo, I'll tell you right now, he was just looking like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, I'm just listening at this point. Like, I'm trying to, just keep going.
Because you said be kings, but how they end up, I'm talking about they're just going to take him out. They're going to have all of them take each other out. Then they just take out the survivors because what Ivankov said, they leave nobody. So you think you're going to be king.
The grand prize, you become a celestial dragon.
I was about to say that.
No matter who it is, you guys become a celestial.
Do you want to be a celestial dragon? Let me know. And they're already Oda's again extrapolating on existing ideas. We already have people trying to become kings, trying to become celestial dragons with Stelly, Blackbeard, York. It's all here. We might be onto something, bro. And you tapped into that for us. So thank you.
Yeah.
How do you think Oda? The question is, do you think Oda would be able to handle that? Because we've seen other mangakas get into this position where they take on too much. Do you think Oda is probably the only person that could handle this correctly? Because we saw Kishimoto with the Ninja War. It was kind of a mess at the end, right? And then we had people like Attack on Titan where they're currently now fuming from the ending of what was happening because it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I didn't say any spoilers. But what I'm saying is, like, do you think that like Oda of his caliber could handle such a task?
I was gonna say honestly, he might have to, only because, for example, we've seen like foreshadows, but obviously it gets worse. Like, you know, we had Dofi. I mean, we had Enel, then we had Doflamingo. He's supposed to be the biggest bad like ever, so he kind of has to top all of this.
Pause.
So he has to like kind of like outdo all of them in evilness. Like, and he kind of foreshadowing like what he does. Like, he showed a glimpse of it because it's close.
Yeah.
Showing his lack of empathy towards anybody. If I do what I want, it could be like that. I can just take you out with the snap of my fingers.
You think Eam would probably throw the Gorosei into the mix too? Like, y'all
want y'all spots?
Y'all want y'all spots?
It's not just celestials, bro. You can become a Gorosei. You can become a 5 elder, bro. Only 5. What was it? Only 5 survivors?
You made me think
of Anel's thing?
You know who did
Only 5.
So you know how Oda usually experiments in his movies too with ideas? You know who did something like that? Stampede, Blackbeard. When he told all the level 6 prisoners, I'm going to select a few of you, but you got to take each other out.
That happened in canon, though.
Yeah. No, I know that, but it was realized in Stampede.
Yeah. What you saying that also made me think of, he might do this when the Gorosei pass for me. Have one of the Gorosei die for him so they can fill his objective. What Doflamingo did with Virgo.
Hey, man. They can do it on Egghead, bro. But Lucy it out.
Damn, Saturn's just Virgo now.
Push the button.
But honest,
is he not?
Yeah, he is.
is he not, bro?
Nah.
Listen.
Honestly, I think Oda could handle it, but younger Oda. Because I think he's getting up there. Like, I don't know how much.
He had that eye surgery. He good.
No, I'm talking about. He might already has this planned out, though, because they said he has how it ended. You know? So he must have word, like, around that area.
If Oda does this, he needs to take like a year off.
Prepare
that, bro. Prepare that, bro. I need you to put a year's work into that.
I don't think I could take a year off. Bro. I don't think I could.
I could, yo.
If you take a year, he's not gonna come back.
I can.
It would be like not. It would be like not seeing Dragon at all.
Wow.
Like, you'd still have high hopes.
Oh, man. Hey, we gotta wrap. So thank you so much. That was a fire question, fire theory, man.
Thank you. You guys were cooking.
Hey, man, you gave us the ingredients, bro.
A lot of cutaways too, that'd be lit.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Winston. That was awesome.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, man.
No, you too, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, we're done with calls. Sorry if you didn't get to call. That's just how the show works. We've been blessed that so many people want to call us. It's really amazing. So thank you for that. Before we go, we got some super chats, and then we're going to let Chris talk for a little bit, and then we're going to head out. But I know people start to leave during this part of the episode. Before you leave, like the video. Just like the video.
Like it.
Just give us that like. It's that easy. One hit on the button. That's it. But let's do super chats real quick.
Yeah,
we gotta say bye.
Yeah, man. Wait for Chris to say bye before you leave, bro. We got $2 from Brady Gentry. It says Zeus said something mad crazy in the anime. Okay. That explains the earlier super chat. It'll be a while before we see that one. We got another 5 from Rodney Denson. It says, thank you guys for putting in work and being awesome. Just wanted to say Larry has GOAT takes. I know he's going to hate this, but Hashtag Buggy Gang. Smiling emoji.
Thank you.
We got another 5 from Taters. It says Kaido was the chopper of the Rocks Pirates. That
is disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got another 2 from Nauf How. It says Law got goat takes sometimes. Hashtag Emu Gang. Hashtag Tony Kaido.
Thank you.
Kaido.
And why are you associating Emu Gang? That's crazy.
Emu Gang, listen, that last call was
You know what's
Emu
crazy?
Gang.
I'm just happy I haven't been tied to Emo Gang yet. People think I'm emo.
We got another 10 from Samuel Shaw. It says, just wanted to give you guys a shout out from Australia with the Australian flag.
Australia.
TOPT is my favorite podcast and has inspired me to try my own One Piece content creation in the distant future. Don't make it so distant.
Do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow.
Hashtag Larry has W takes. Hashtag Zoro beats Blackbeard. Okay.
Why?
And then finally, we got 5 from Corey Culver. It says, what do we think about the Hachinosu treasure being the egg in Roger's ship? The God's Knights take it from Rocks, and then Roger takes it on God Valley. I've saw that theory floating around recently. I kind of like it.
Then does the egg just get bigger out of nowhere then?
I don't know about it. I don't know.
The chests aren't that big. They're kind of small.
Nothing's ever came out of that egg.
The thing about it is, like, Roger said the whole it's been a year thing. So, like, he lost something a year ago. Maybe it's that egg. Rocks got it.
No, the year ago was he went to Left Tail.
Yeah, but he said something. It's been a year since then or whatever.
It's
Like,
been
it's been a whole year.
It's probably because Rocks bodied him.
Yeah, why does everybody think that? It's possible.
Definitely not.
Listen, Roger took an L at some point.
Hold on, one more.
We get one more from Try Jim. It said $5 says, what do we think about Blackbeard being the son of Rocks and Gloriosa?
Hate it.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Other than that, everybody, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here today. I especially want to thank Chris. Man, we gotta do more of these, bro. It can't be just once.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking that, like, I'm open to do way more of these because this was fun. I've never done like an in-depth anime discussion like this. Like, the whole time I'm just sitting there, and as you guys are talking, I'm coming up with more stuff. I'm like, all right, so next time it's gonna be better. But I'm glad I'm here. I appreciate you guys for welcoming me. Your whole community for welcoming me as well. This has been great.
Yes, everybody, everybody in chat, can we throw some W's in for Chris, please? Can we get a huge W for Chris?
Thank you. I'm gonna throw one in there too.
But yeah, Chris, before you go, I know I got your video description. I got your links in the video description. But if you wanted to tell anybody that's here now, anything, you're more than welcome, bro.
Believe in yourself. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind. That's just it. If somebody was saying that they wanted to do One Piece content, do it tomorrow. Write something tomorrow. You don't even got to record it. Just write your thoughts out tomorrow and then just record that for yourself. Anything else? Thank you guys again for welcoming me. Just check out my videos. Just watch some skits. I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you'll laugh at. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes, love inspiration. I agree with Chris. Do it now. Don't do it tomorrow because tomorrow's not promised. So thank you so much, everybody. Chris, when we log out, after Lionel says Lionel, you say Chris. Ready? My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Sam.
Chris.
And this is that One Piece Talk. Jana!
Peace out.